able to set sail on your journey to find Jatella. Along your travels, however, you ran into a ship that seemingly was abandoned at sea. Taking caution, you all slowly began to investigate, eventually boarding the ship and exploring about it. However, um, the ship was not completely empty, as you found the ship's wind singer, a woman that had locked herself down in the cargo area of the ship, surrounded by darkness and gone mad. Um, she warned you all about a person or thing or entity of some sort that came and steals people away during the day. Um, Basically, if you're in daylight, they come and take you. Um, we last saw you all getting ready to make your way ashore, where you were able to see the faint outlines of the ship boats that had apparently been pulled onto the ice, and you could see the dark spots of them on the white snowscape. So, with all that being said, what do you guys do?
Oh, honestly, I think we should go check it out.
Yeah, I think that's the course action we had decided on last time.
Yeah.
But now Beavis is here, so
Oh, what is...
So you're asking if Phoebus wants to go and investigate the confusing mystery?
Yes.
yes,
Yeah, you don't need to ask that.
We figured as much.
very well.
He's already trying to walk off the boat.
Alright, so I guess we head back to, if we're not already on, the straight and narrow. Is it reasonable for the straight and narrow to head closer to shore, or just to use the rope? Do we have any rowboats? We should have rowboats, right?
Yeah, you have a couple ship boats available. You all could easily fit into one by yourselves, or if you decided to bring Pig, it would be two.
Maybe we should not bring him in case
I'm
we have to
bringing
make a
Pig.
quick getaway.
I'm bringing Pig.
So
I
we're
mean, Pig's really cool.
Thorgil is bringing Pig, apparently.
Alright. He can probably swim, right? He's a big-ass, strong boar.
From the north.
So we just leave him on the island and come back and he'll be king.
I can cast Water Walk if need be.
Can you cast it on him?
There's nothing that says he can't.
It targets up to 10 willing creatures, so yeah.
That's
Oh my
amazing.
god!
How long does that last?
An hour.
24
It
hours.
lasts for 1 hour.
Really? I thought it was 24 hours.
Maybe if he cast it at a higher level. it
That was
lasts.
water breathing.
Mine says 1 hour.
Yeah, I'm thinking of water breathing.
So,
That is badass. We have to take advantage of that.
water walking Pig.
Of all of us, yeah.
I'll just walk there though. Or too far.
Because it's a
I'm
level
Oh, and
3.
it's a ritual,
Count.
so yeah, of course I'm gonna do that.
Wait, we're just gonna walk.
Well, no, we can't burn the spell slot,
I mean,
right?
I can cast it's a ritual, so I may as
It's a
well.
ritual.
Oh.
Oh, that means I know
I
it's
don't
not.
have to do the spell slot.
Sure.
Can I ride on
Like-
somebody's shoulder? Because I'm really short and I will get water all in my beard. It'll be so salty.
Riley
Do we
will...
know we can get there in 1 hour? And back?
Either way, we should get the boat in
More or
closer.
less?
The boat will go in closer. We will bring the boat in as close as we can safely. Does that sound reasonable?
Yeah,
That sounds reasonable, yeah.
Sure.
Percy, how close is that?
reasonable.
You can't get it too much closer. Maybe another like 2-3 minutes closer. Before Xanath points out that one of the dangers is that rocks, sharp, jagged rocks, lie too close at this point, and the weight of the ship brings it too low, and it'll end up piercing the hull.
Yep, and that's what I was worried about. Alright.
So you're probably a good half mile out.
Can we
I
like
mean, that's really a lot less than an hour.
grab the boat robot's shoe big while he has water walking? Just
Why don't we just bring
carry
the
the
rowboats, guys? I mean, or actually, I mean, it's up to you guys. There's gonna be. We saw boats on the shore anyway.
Waste a considerable amount of time on useless conversation.
Whatever. We'll
But
see.
We're
it's
thinking outside
fun.
the box.
If we walk, okay. If we walk, we can steal their rowboats when we get there.
Also, anybody watching from the jungle line, like indigenous people, will be like, "Oh, damn, these guys are real powerful." They're just wasting spells and like they're actually making this harder on themselves as they stand there arguing.
Alright, so I guess we're walking across. Is that what we're doing?
No, I'm riding on somebody's shoulders.
We're walking, and I'm carrying Beavis.
Okay. Like a
Yeah,
baby carrying me?
sure.
Is it a reasonable distance to walk, Verzi?
Yeah.
Okay.
It'll take a little bit, but you can totally do it.
It's a half mile. That's not.
We will.
Yeah.
We will enjoy the lofty jaunt over the water, I guess.
As a whole, it's not the most dangerous trek either because like a lot of it is ice and whatnot. It's not like you're like trying to Jesus this in a storm, you know.
Yeah.
I forgot how far north we were. I was picturing like Pirates of the Caribbean tropical paradise.
No.
You didn't take a look at the background here and see all the ice everywhere?
No, I just am not making logical connections.
Nice. Well done.
I want a rowboat now.
Sure.
It's not cool.
Go up there.
Alright, so we're on the edge of the land then?
So yeah, you all are able to after the ritual. I'm assuming Pig's doing this too.
That was like I think half the point.
Yeah. And I'll be ready.
Okay. I'm pretty sure you're gonna have to do an animal handling to get Pig to do this because Pig is not used to magical being able to make him walk on water.
I'd like to
Here we
assist.
go.
I'd like to assist him with this.
Hey, sure.
So you get advantage. Not that you need it.
Roll it anyway, just.
Well, how about that?
What?
Okay. It takes a little bit of finagling. You actually have to. What you do is you all get in the ship, one of the boat ships, ship boats. Reverse the words. And it lowers down into the water, and then basically you all just walk right out of it onto the icy lake or the icy water between your ship and the shore. And it takes a little bit of coaxing and splashing Pig to get him to try to do it. And he doesn't really want to do it until like an ice patch gets nearby, and then he like kind of like steps out on the ice patch, and it obviously breaks underneath the sheer weight of Pig in battle armor, but he doesn't sink into the water. And then he kind of just has this moment where he just stares down at his paws, and he just like starts like doing this like his front two hooves, watching like the little ripples of his hooves hit the water. And then he dunks his whole face into the water. And then he pulls it out and like kind of looks around. He's like dripping water, which then very quickly starts to become little icicles in his pig beard.
Pig beard.
And then he's pretty much okay.
Best pirate ever.
Great.
Some people have parrots, others monkeys. Thorgil has a giant battle pig. Okay. You make your way onto the shoreline, dancing between bits of ice. Pig deliberately jumping on them all and breaking them. And you reach the shoreline. The shore is not like where you can see normal sand or anything like that. It's just kind of completely covered with snow. So you have a little bit of a stumbling onto the deep incline before you're able to make your way up onto shore. And you see the ship boats in front of you. There are 4 of them, all of them are empty. You also see very lightly. You can see footprints leading away from the ship boats. However, one of the things that you all notice is that at 2 points, as far as you can reasonably see, there seems to be someone that tried to break away from the pattern of people walking, and then you see near it a drag line, like they tried to either run away or escape and were dragged back.
And the footprints are like confused and messy there. So
Yeah, they're messy and stumbly and stuff like that. It's a little hard to tell. You're not sure how many days it's been since this all happened just from the footprints, but that's what you're kind of looking at.
Are all the footprints human?
That would require a survival check.
I'll do it.
Can't we all?
Okay.
Well, I mean, you could do it too. We can all do it. Woohoo!
20.
I forgot where I put survival. It's not gonna go well. Oh shit!
I was like, it stays in the same place. It's not like you move the skills around.
No, I don't ever I usually leave it at the bottom of stealth so I can see all the saving throws. My screens, and I just forget survival's at the bottom.
All right. You all, well, particularly Valium and Riley, you, as you look about, you see that they are all indeed humanoid footprints. However, the thing that stands out is that some of them seem to be barefoot.
Wait. Barefoot
Yeah.
or
Barefoot?
barefoot?
Yeah.
Bear as in naked versus bear as in Ursa.
Okay, I mean, we did fight a werebear less than a month ago. I figured it was a good
Yeah,
thing.
that's a
double check it.
reasonable question.
Not yet. Maybe never. Who knows?
Does he know that he's infected?
Nope.
No.
Nobody knows the trouble
I think
he's
it's so
in.
There we go.
But-
No.
Yeah. And probably nobody
When
get
it
bit.
comes
He was
out.
all on his own on that ship.
Nobody knows his quandary.
Yeah.
We're talking
Yeah,
about unaffected.
Yeah, right. So yeah, that's probably the most noticeable thing in that it's probably about half and half. And obviously, this far north, no one would ever be walking around barefoot unless they had like a ring of warmth or something to protect them.
Oh, Beavis, you think you could
Can
send
we tell
out
how many tracks there are?
Yeah, with a nat 20 on that. You're looking at about 26-ish footprints. It starts to kind of meld together at that point for sheer quantity, but you're looking in the mid-20s.
Can we see how many are barefoot and how many are clothed?
You're pretty sure there's about 5 to 7 that have bare feet on them.
So safe assumption that they were captured and are being marched as prisoners and barefoot.
or controlled barefoot, because
Yeah.
that was the impression I got from the twisted tale we.
Mhm.
Well, yeah, I didn't see it, so I'm gonna take your word for it.
What? You didn't go back and watch my previous episode? How could you?
Oh yeah, I can actually do that.
Yeah, they were scared out of their fucking minds.
We were. It was creepy. Seriously, the number of coins I dropped down that grate, I think totaled to about 5.
Yeah, I like ghost ships though. So what did you want Allie to look for? What am I looking for these people?
Beavis, can you figure out if roughly how far these things are going? Or is there like a cave or anything right next to us? Or is that just...
Well, I mean, that's something Allie could certainly scout
Okay,
out.
I
You know,
wasn't
any
sure if it was-
noticeable landmarks.
I wasn't sure if it was obvious or anything is what I was...
No, not obvious.
Okay.
You're basically, what you're kind of at right now is basically a kind of a fair distance tundra, but further out in your purview. Further out in your purview, you can see that there begins to be tree lines and mountains and things like that. But that's probably like a 3-ish miles out. So basically, for about 3 miles, you have nothing but tundra and coastline.
Okay, I will turn and hoot nonsensically to Owly, and then he'll give me a dirty look and take off from my shoulder and go up and try and spot something.
Okay.
Can I use the fact that I was analyzing what's her name's bird calls to call BS on that?
Sure.
So what do you say?
Really? Really?
I'll just say what? Like I'm not gonna.
That's. I'm just gonna give him a look and just end it there. Just.
Okay.
All right. So give me a perception roll for Owly to see if he finds anything.
Where's his character sheet?
I think he gets advantage as an owl.
Perception is int or
Wisdom.
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 Oh, and he's an owl with int is 2. So
Dead
18. So you see, you don't see anything major like a giant cave with an opening where the tracks lead into it by
Neon
any
sign.
means.
No neon sign.
No neon signs. You know, lost sailors here. But you do, through Allie's eyes, you do see that the trail leads into a tree line. And that tree line ultimately leads towards kind of a icy cliff face. And you're pretty sure, just as Allie kind of swoops along the icy cliff face, that and this cliff face is kind of like the cliff face in the Cliff of Moher in Ireland, that kind of like sheer drop, very vertical rock face. It's kind of like that, but made out of rock and ice on the other side of this small forest.
but it's
and
not
you
without the
see,
end of the water. It's just you hit the end of the forest and it's boom.
yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And you see that there's a fairly large crevice in that, which basically runs further out. And that's probably a good 30 yards wide. So it's a pretty large opening, but I mean, just the sheer size of the cliff face. You're pretty sure that's, if they went through the forest in a kind of a direct line, it would take you to that opening.
Man, should have bought pittance before we left.
How far is it? Can I send Owly to check out like the opening of the crevice?
Yes, but you're gonna start looking at that's a good number of miles out, and
Yeah, that's fine.
and you wouldn't be able to do your eye thing with that.
Yeah. All right, never mind. Then.
Or control him.
Yeah. And he's a dick. He might decide to not come back.
So I'm assuming that you're telling everybody this since you're Beavis.
Yeah. That goes without saying. I'm talking about the geological, strata of the rock and the different events that may have caused this color and that color and the basalt versus the granite, and somewhere in there's maybe like 1 or 2 pieces of useful information.
Alright, so we're heading off a ways in that way general direction. Is that what is that what the rest of you guys gathered from Beavis here?
That's what it sounds like.
Pretty good.
So it's how far off again, Percy? Did you say 3 miles?
About 3 miles.
It's not awful.
No. I mean, I can walk 3 miles, so our super badass adventurer should be able to.
I don't know. Beavis was having me carry him across the water.
Well, that's just prissiness. It's not
Well,
like...
you can also use pig to kind of like snow plow your way to the tree line.
So,
Right, too. Aren't you glad we brought him?
I'm always glad when pig's around. Shall we get going?
All right. You all make your way um, to the tree line. It takes a significantly longer time than most of your travels, just due to the sheer quantity of snow. The level of snow that you guys are having to go through at this point, as you start to traverse, is probably about thigh high for the majority of you, chest high for Thorgil, and above Beavis's head
Am I
for
big
Wait.
enough that I can just walk off to the side, like on top of the snow?
you cannot pull a Legolas. You are still you're basically like a corgi that leaps off the porch into the snow.
No.
And Nate's just done.
Can I roll survival at disadvantage to make snowshoes?
Sure,
Okay.
it'd actually be a tinker check, but
I love corgis.
Do I have disadvantage?
no, I'd figure that you probably have some spare wire and shit in your one of your packs.
Damn.
I was gonna say, I'll assist you. I could do that.
Yeah, no problem. It takes you like 3 or 4 minutes. Everyone kind of goes ahead of you, while you're sitting on you sit in one of like the ship boats, so that you have like a nice kind of like dry, flat place to do your work. And you basically knit together some tennis rackets, to put onto your boots, with some leather scraps. It's definitely not the best design in the world, but it's definitely usable, and that'll make you be able to traverse without issue, because it's able to distribute your light 35 pounds. So you can now walk on the top of the snow, and you quickly catch up to everyone else as you go. You all reach the tree line without issue. As you get to that point, though, you all notice that these trees, a thing that Owly did not notice is these trees are 100% frozen. They're essentially petrified, due to the icy landscape that you guys are all in right now. A number of trees, you can see splits in them where the sap froze and grew too large to, inside the density of the tree, and the tree actually cracked, which gives them almost this weird look of this amber crying down the sides of them where their limbs had broken. Yeah, that's what you're looking at.
Does it look scary? Is it like?
It's
grim
pretty
and-
weird.
Is it ominous?
Everything about this icy landscape is ominous. Ominous. There we go.
Okay.
Considering that the lady basically warned you that you needed to stay in darkness at all times, otherwise you're going to be taken.
Are we in darkness now?
It's
Oh,
the middle
God.
of, it's the middle of the day.
Should we get umbrellas?
Those are always good.
Is there a canopy, or are the trees bare sticks?
No, they're basically what they look like is they look like your classic evergreen trees, but then you just literally dumped liquid nitrogen onto them and froze them completely solid instantaneously.
So is it darker in the forest? Is what I'm saying.
Very.
Oh, okay, good. Well, unless that lady was lying to you guys, I wasn't. Did she seem trustworthy? She was insane.
She would not let any light show up at all. She's been repeatedly casting the darkness spell.
But what if she's just a lunatic and it doesn't matter at all?
I mean, let's be real here. I'll hang out with an overly obsessive gnome, a relatively evil warlock, Valken, and an assassin that has this natural instinct to disembowel everything in their clutches. I think we're all crazy here.
Fair point. But I'm the best kind of crazy.
I think there's a beat to the book of. Wait, what?
Just
So, do you want to just march on?
Yeah, why not? What's the worst that could happen?
Okay.
Yeah.
You traverse through this set of tree lines. I need you all to roll me a perception check.
Ooh. Last time
On Dragon Ball
I
Z.
got- I got 2 net 20s on this, so let's see.
Wait, it didn't click? Huh.
Oh, okay. Well, Thorgil, thank you. Can I
Wow.
collect some sap to make syrup later?
Sure.
Cool.
It's frozen. Like,
It's pretty easy to do. You just like reach over and crack it off the side
Yeah.
of the tree.
Okay.
Okay. Thorgil, you're the only one that notices as you walk through this forest, occasionally you see a pair of yellow eyes looking out at you. And then the moment that like it notices, the eyes disappear. And then you'll see them,
wow.
and it's always like kind of like on the periphery of your vision, where like anytime you try to turn your head and focus on it, they disappear. But anytime you kind of see it out of the side, you know, if you're looking forward and you look off over here, you can see these two yellow orbs light up, and they sometimes change places. And at one point, you even notice that there's more than one set.
Does Beavis speak Dwarven? I mean, I assume he does.
Does Beavis
I don't
speak?
remember, but statistically, probably. Yeah, I speak
Okay,
Dwarvish.
then I would say in Dwarven that we're being watched.
Okay. Do you speak any other weird languages, or does it Dwarven in common?
I just know Dwarvish in common.
Okay.
Say, maybe you can relay that signal in
Yeah, I was-
comments somehow.
Like,
Oh, can I write
Well-
in the code that I made for our group that, and then show it to everybody?
Sure.
I have a
don't remember you
feat.
guys-
I have that code creator feat.
Oh, you picked.
Linguist.
Oh, you picked it
Oh,
up.
cool.
Linguist. So
That's why I know 7 languages.
So, I assume you taught Vulcan at some point, because
Yeah, we had 20 days on the ship. I've been following you around and harassing you, making sure you knew it, because I think it's fun.
He thinks everything's fun though.
Fun.
That's true.
Come on. And then,
Okie doke. So yeah, you basically relay to everyone that you're all being watched.
Okay,
try
yeah,
and-
so Vulcan will do his instinct, which is immediately cast Divine Sense.
Okay.
Ah,
Give me a religion check to see how much
Yeah.
extra divinity sensing you get.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna look for like. Evil's not an option, right? Hold on.
Well, you automatically detect the evil. It's, but can't. How much more do you get out of it? Is
Okay. Gosh, I'm right today. Oh, not very much.
Is there a tree nearby?
lots.
We're in the
I would like to scale. I'm just like I'm talking within like 5 feet of me.
Lots.
Yes.
Okay.
Right.
I would like to
Left.
scale it and look.
Okay.
I don't know what I need to roll for that. Would that still be perception or
You climb without issue.
Yeah.
Go ahead and
I-
give me another perception check now that
Okay.
your vantage point has changed.
Fuck.
Yep.
I see
Nothing
snow.
extra.
I was thinking, now that I've been alerted, can I do like an investigation?
You don't really have anything to investigate. If you wanted, you could maybe do like a history check to see if you know anything about a creature that does this,
I
or
always
something
wonder.
like that. Valken, what did you choose for the entity you chose to detect?
Right. I think something tells me they're still undead looking for it. So I think I'm gonna go for undead.
Okay. Give me a religion check to see what else you can detect beyond the undeath.
I did. It's dead.
Oh, okay, it's 10. You do detect evil.
Yeah.
How far does it go? It only goes like
60 feet.
50 feet. You detect it, but it's a lingering evil. You get the sense that it's not any entity per se. It's something that happened to this forest that is evil.
Ain't that the tooth?
Yeah. Last week. You get the idea that maybe whatever caused all the trees to freeze like this was caused by some evil magic or entity.
So these trees are totally frozen.
Yes.
Wouldn't Vulcan just associate that to the dragon? The ice dragons that we talked about?
Yeah, in lore, this would totally be something right up Black Ice. I think I named.
Yeah.
It was right up Black Ice's alley to like do things like that. You know, there's stories about like people fleeing into a forest and it just coming by and freezing the whole forest to make sure it killed everyone in it.
Wow.
Yeah. So.
Damn.
I'm not sure that helped very much, but at least I know something cool.
Valor, you'd know that too.
Alright.
I'm from a swamp.
Yeah.
So with my 16, I'm trying to figure out like if I know of any supernatural creatures that primarily target things in daylight or are like relevant to this situation.
Sure. You don't remember anything that per se hunts during the daytime, beyond like just creatures that hunt during the day. Not anything that like is afraid of the dark or anything weird like that, like the lady apparently was telling you all. However, you have run into an entity that was very similar to what you think these creatures might be. You believe that what's skirting around the edges and watching you are winter wolves.
Ooh. And those are...
Didn't we kill one way early?
You killed a single one when you were in the Ironwood Forest.
Everybody was trying to convince me not to, and I shot it in the back.
These wolves can talk.
Yeah, the sapient one. They're not evil always, right? But they can be...
They're usually evil, but they don't always. They're not always.
So they're just straight up invisible, or is it just we can't see them because they just happen to blend in really fucking good with the snow?
Yeah, they at least from what you know, Beavis, they can't Cheshire Cat. But yeah, Nate likes that reference.
I know what that is.
What you are basically walking through is their natural like hunting, environment. I mean, their fur is pure white. They are wolves. They're huge. They're very intelligent. They're often more intelligent than most human beings. They're warped by magics. That's often why they become evil. Evil is like the magics twist the wolf's mind and make it become evil.
Okay.
I'm
What
assuming.
language would they usually speak? Just common and...
Common and lupine.
I don't know that one.
I'm assuming that this information is getting relayed again.
Yes, but it's in Dwarvish this time. I wanted, because I don't know. What's a language we all know that they wouldn't? Other than my code, but that's a lot, right?
Yeah, I speak
Oh, your
Common
code.
and Thieves Can't, and your super secret code.
What do you speak, Riley?
Common, and tidbits of Draconic.
I speak Draconic. Then I guess I will tell that to Thorgil in Dwarvish, and I'll say, do we want to let them think we don't know, or should we just draw it to a head here before we get where they want us to go? 'Cause we just call out and be like, yo, how you doing, Winter Wolves?
Yo, puppy.
I mean, if you think we can
Dang it, why don't any of you speak other languages?
discuss this, but they
I don't
might
know.
have a grudge
You're-
that I killed one.
Well,
Yeah,
just don't
If
say
they
that.
know you did it.
What makes you think that they know? We're not anywhere near where we killed the last one.
Also, that's like saying all black people know each other. Like these guys might not even know those.
Okay,
names.
when you put it like that, yeah, I see now. So, well, I mean, it's a magical creature.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. Are they
That's my
rare
thought.
or just like a whole species?
Are they a shared intelligent species?
Do they share a hive mind?
Because no, they would have had to be there or heard about it.
Yeah, they do not share a hive mind. They're
Very-
actually, as far as you know, they're not a pack animal in the aspect of fighting with other winter wolves or hunting with other winter wolves. They prefer to be a dominant entity with a pack of wolves, much like you ran into in the Ironwood Forest. They like to be, because they're so intelligent and they're so powerful, there's a lot of conflict between them normally. So if there's more than one that's watching you, that's very out of the ordinary.
Something's got him stirred up.
I mean, we're just a bunch. We have a war pig, and we're just crunching through their territory.
Yeah.
A territorial pack animal is gonna be like, fuck you, dude.
And, ooh, bacon.
I guess I'll
You
ask
bake it.
everybody. Do you want to just call them out now? Because they might be leading us somewhere or waiting for us to get to somewhere that's more advantageous to them. We could try and talk and at least have an equal footing to start a fight if they don't want to talk.
I mean, yeah, let's just call them out now. I mean,
Sure.
there's no.
Yeah.
They have the advantage of stealth anyways on us. We're screwed either way.
Well, we know they're here now at least, so they wouldn't get a surprise round, you know?
No,
Oh,
but they're really hard to see.
Another language that they would know is giant.
I mean,
That would be a giant.
I know gnomish, that's like the opposite of giant.
Beavis, you would know that the reason that they know giant is because supposedly ice giants were the ones that created them.
Well, that, okay. I would definitely tell everybody else that.
That's cool.
I mean,
No. Ice giants be scary.
Ice giants were basically they wanted intelligent war animals to hunt and stuff with them. So
Like Roman war dogs.
All right.
they found the largest wolves in the tundra, captured them, and warped them with their magic, and they basically created the winter wolves.
Ice giants are like the second weakest giant, right?
No,
Oh, they're higher up. So what
they're
does it go?
very high up.
Like stone, fire,
Regular,
regular.
Put it this way: storm,
Fire?
ice.
Oh,
Yeah, it's like storm, ice, fire, everything else.
shit. Okay.
But yeah, I think we should call out to them. Maybe we can get through this without fighting them. Maybe there's something else that we have a common enemy with them with. And if not, this is as good a fighting ground as any.
Is this in common, or are you guys just talking and? What are we talking? What is?
Still dwarven for now.
Beavis is kind of a dick, so I would just shout now.
yeah, sure.
yeah.
Like,
Ain't
and
nobody got time for this shit.
yeah, in common, I'll be like, "Hail, friend wolves! Why are you hiding?"
No response.
Oh no.
That's rude.
That's rude.
You're one to talk.
We see
I know,
some
yeah, I-
humans who went through here recently.
What'd you say?
He said we know some
we
humans.
see
that
some
came here.
humans that went through here recently, or humanoids.
I'm gonna go out with the old classic of "We come in peace."
Yeah, can I say like, I know we're intruding on your territory. We know that's rude, but is there a way we can make it right or seek your permission slash forgiveness?
Nothing.
What if we bring you food?
Still nothing.
Right.
Riley's just sitting here, just letting Beavis just ramble.
Yeah.
just ignore them and go on?
I think
Thorgil, you notice that after you guys start actually addressing them, that you can't seem to find those eyes anymore.
They're just
You can't locate them in your periphery. They
I'll
either
let Riley or someone other than Beavis know that. I'm gonna let Beavis keep yelling.
Well,
okay.
I say we keep moving and see what happens then.
Is somebody gonna grab Beavis because he's kind of wrapped up in his conversation?
I'll just pick up Beavis on our way forward.
Okay.
You progress forward until you reach the mouth of this large crevasse in the cliff face. You can see as you peer into it, everything starts to take a deep shade of blue as the light from the sun has to cascade through the ice, and it seems to almost like create this almost warbling, rippling light inside this opening. It almost looks like you're walking into underwater as you look further into this tunnel due to the light. You can tell that some of it is stone, but a large amount of it is actually ice. Give me another perception check.
Gladly.
How high are these cliffs?
You're thinking probably like a good 100, 200 feet.
So it's not like we're gonna easily figure out a way to get up there.
No. Let's see here. Falcon, Beavis, and Balar. You all, as you kind of peer into it, you can actually see that there are trees that seem to have been uprooted and caught in place in the ice, almost like they've been thrown and then frozen solid, in midair.
So it wasn't like a glacier that pushed through here, it
No.
just appeared. Fit.
Falcon, give me a history check.
Ooh, okay.
I help?
Great. I'm so good at this. Wow.
You know what this is. It's not that you've ever seen it before, but you've heard of it.
Yeah.
This is Black Ice's breath. This large cliff face is not a cliff face. It's the impact of the breath on the landscape that literally froze this entire thing like a cliff face. And probably the air around it was so cold, when it impacted, it got so cold that it sub-zeroed the forest around.
Damn.
Wow.
Right.
So what you're actually staring at, this large cliff face, is the impact of a dragon's breath.
Did you
Yeah.
tell us?
Interesting.
Yeah, I tell everyone, and I sound kind of disgusted by it, right? Because evil things are just so bad for paladins.
Yeah, you can
now.
smell it without your divine sense.
Yeah.
Is the dragon that Yokeg killed, or is he still around somewhere?
That is the dragon that Yokeg slew and
Okay.
trapped
So
its
this-
body underneath the ice of the.
Oh,
And I think he answered something like, and I wish we could revert this horrible corruption someday. Even though it looks so pretty, honestly.
trying to figure out if this is magical or if it's just still here because it was real ice and it's cold here. Is this magically frozen or?
Oh, it's definitely magic.
I know it was magic that caused it, but I mean, it's magic that keeps it frozen. If that magic spell was broken, would this all thaw out and go back to just normal cold?
Let's do an Arcana check on that one.
Yeah, I didn't want you to just give me the answer.
Yeah.
Now I want you to give me the answer.
Okay. Normally a dragon's breath, from what you've read, goes away.
Okay.
However, the time ratio is always off. There's stories of a fire dragon, which from what you've read, if you think back just a little bit, They believe that the fire dragon currently resides in the Mount Fury and Mount Envy, like down in Kalar on the map. That basically that lava is it. Like that's where the dragon is. Um, and the idea is that like there's stories about when it would breathe its breath, that its breath would burn for days on the ground. Um, Basically making sure that it scorched the earth barren of all possible nutrients and things like that. Um, so it's not uncommon for a dragon's breath to last a long time, but considering that supposedly that dragon has been dead for more than 1,000 years, this should have gone away a long time ago.
So there's something sketchy going on.
It's reasonable to assume. I mean, there's not a whole lot of lore kept on black ice for the sole purpose of he's the one that got killed. You know, he's no longer a legend like the others are. I think he's technically called the Lord of the Black Ice versus just Black Ice.
So I mean, Valken, I'm all about magic and shit. I don't think we can do it now, but we can come back and figure out how to break this in the future if you want.
Yeah, I think that's yeah, I believe we must grow stronger before we can face this kind of challenge.
Okay, while you're waxing poetic, I'm gonna bring out my big ass quest log and hold the pen like, yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. Jesus.
I like
That's
how
a side quest. Don't.
I'm not stopping you, but I still think we should move on.
Break Black Ice's curse. That sounds awesome.
The Lord of the Black Ice is the curse.
Oh, even better. And I write it in like big, fancy, flowing calligraphy.
Oh, of course. Maybe a little prestidigitation to make the ink like a dark blue.
Yeah, like glittery.
Yeah. It's the little things,
Don't
man.
don't
It's the
forget,
little things.
don't forget to dot the i's with hearts.
Yeah.
There's a recommended level 12 or something.
So you all progress into this crevasse?
I mean, it seems really foolish, though. Absolutely.
Hopefully we're all very aware and looking out for nature.
I mean, I'd say we could be stealthy, but we have Pig with us.
Yeah.
Like, if they didn't know we were here already, they will soon enough.
All right. You all progress into this. Oh, we lost Jay.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to insult your boar.
He quits. We never hear from him again.
Who is the wind chimes?
Give him a second.
Oh, you have bells in your hand. Okay.
Well, balls with bells.
Those like
The
things-
Chinese things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just a weird mechanical trick of magic. I don't understand those.
Oh, these.
Yeah. Still black magic. I don't understand how they work.
So on our break, I'm on Micro Center trying to figure out what PC I want because I should get my bonus pretty soon. Can I send you guys a comparison sheet and have one of you tell me how to not be an idiot and pick the right one?
Oh,
I'm sure
Nate,
that's
you need to
frustrating.
send me specs too.
Yeah, I thought I sent you one
Figured out.
earlier. What was your budget again? I forgot.
$6.
I'm about $2,000.
No, I'm talking about Versadex and you just died.
Hold on, I'll answer
Yep.
his question.
It was his
Okay, so we left off with you all walking into the leftover breath of the Lord of Ice, a crevice of it, to traverse further, following the footsteps of the sailors. You progress for a fair bit in here. I'd probably say about 30-ish minutes. The winding of this thing, it takes a very sharp left, so it's not like you're just walking straight through it. Otherwise it'd only take you a few minutes to get from one side to the other. This thing, it like makes this weird jagged left. It's basically a crack that opened up in this thing, and you're traversing it. So
What I was gonna ask. So natural, man-made.
this seems pretty natural.
Okay.
And so basically you have to traverse it, and it's got these weird sharp turns. Some of them are narrower than others. I figure at some point one of them's too narrow for Pig, so Thorgil has to chop away at the ice to get Pig through, which takes a little bit extra time. But eventually you get to a larger opening, and you can actually see to the other end. You can see the light of daylight, the bright orange, at the end of this large opening. You're probably looking at, I'd probably say 30-ish feet on total, like to your left and your right, for the space that you're currently walking through now. And as you see that light, you hear a crunch, 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 crunch. And the light from the end of that tunnel, the end of this crevice, goes dark as a large humanoid form steps in front of the light, blocking it from your view.
I'd like to roll a stealth check.
Sure.
I'd like to roll an investigation or perception.
Before I do this, is it actually going to do me any good, or are you just saying that just to appease me?
I'm letting you because I'm going to appease you, even though there's no real hiding spot where you are.
We are in a narrow.
I can hide behind Pig, okay? I mean...
Yeah, behind Pig.
We're all
Whoa!
stacked behind Pig. Can we see what it is yet? Is it like advancing towards us, or has it stopped?
It kind of stopped in the way of you guys moving further.
But can we see what it is yet?
A very large humanoid shape.
So I can use deduction to think maybe an ice giant, but we don't know that for sure.
You okay, old buddy? Is that you?
Yeah, is it bigger than Yoke?
Much.
Yeah, okay.
How many Yokegs big is it?
At least 2 yokegs standing on each other's shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
So like 16 feet tall?
That's a lot of yoke.
No, Yokeg was noticeably bigger. This is you're probably looking at like 30-ish feet tall.
Oh,
30,
okay.
35 feet tall. Maybe 3 Yokegs.
3 Yokegs? Nate just like,
Just
Alright. Oh dear, I have nothing.
I mean, we don't know that it's hostile.
that is not a good sign.
It'd be 60 feet tall.
God.
He wouldn't need to get stuck. He could just reach up and grab the edge of the cliff.
What do we want to do?
Maybe just slowly back away.
is this tunnel like big enough for this guy to get through?
Oh yeah, no problem.
Okay, so it's huge.
It basically, the tunnel varies between 30 feet wide to 70 feet wide in places.
Wait, why did we have to cut places for Pig?
Because when you were further in the middle, there were some places that were only like 5 feet wide, which required expansion for Pig.
But most of it he was able to easily move.
Yeah, most of it was pretty open.
Is it open to the sky?
Yes, but the sheer size of it, like some places, there's a little. It
It's
doesn't.
like a deep valley. Unless the sun's right overhead, you're not getting a lot.
Right. Yeah.
Is it moving at all?
It just seems to be standing there.
Looking
Should
at
we
us?
We leave.
You're not sure because the light is behind it, so it's kind of this just giant silhouette to you right now.
Alright.
Valar, what's the CR on the nice giant?
CR.
In the words of EverQuest, what would you like your tombstone to say?
Okay, that's what I figured.
The CR of this creature is just too dang high.
Yeah.
So I mean, leave, speak, creative, problem solving.
I mean, it's really big, so it's probably faster than us.
Yeah, just at a measured walking pace. He might just let us leave. Probably.
Yeah.
What if we sacrifice one of our party members?
Send a
What?
representative.
What, did Valken just assume it was
I'll
him?
tell you what. Wait here and I'll go talk to it.
I kind of want to follow you.
Take the flag.
Well, I could fly, so I was thinking I could just fly up and out.
If Beavis is willing to sacrifice his life for anything, it's being part of the story of meeting the ice giant.
Fair enough. Well, let's just go and greet him. Maybe
Okay.
we can barter our way past.
You make your way closer to this. Everyone's moving forward, right? Like, it sounded like everyone's going up
Yeah.
to this thing.
Riley's
Okay.
hanging back just a little bit.
Yeah.
Towards the back, okay. So you all make your way up to this giant being, and you begin to get a better look of it as you get closer. The thing in front of you most definitely is not an ice giant. Ice giants have blue skin. This one has beige. It's a little bit ashy in color, but it's definitely normal skin tone as far as things go. As far as size goes, though, yes, this is definitely a giant. It's actually walking around. It doesn't have any clothing on of anything. It's got a little bit of furs on, particularly around like the groin area. It's got a large, almost like a cape, which is a large fur over its back, which is the paws are hooked together and tied with some large string around its chest area. And it looks at you all, and it starts speaking to you all in giant. Who knows giant?
I don't think I do.
No.
Nobody has comprehend languages?
I swear I did, but it's not on my spell sheet. I think I might have traded it for something.
Uh-oh.
I don't remember doing that though. Do you remember a couple weeks ago we talked about this? I don't know where it went.
Can't you cast? I know it could be cast as a ritual. Would Valar have learned that at some point?
Well, if he's got it in his spell book, he would.
Because I know he wanted to learn things from Beavis, and I didn't know how long ago you traded that out.
I don't have it.
If we rest for 8 hours, I could do tongues, which is similar.
Excuse me, sir. We're just gonna take
Exactly.
care
Yeah.
of it.
Well, if that's the case. Unfortunately, we don't speak giant.
Behind you and a little bit off to your left, Riley, you see the snow shake a little bit, almost like it's coming to life, and you see a head lift out of the snow and two yellow eyes blink at you, and it says to you, "It wants to know if you are seeking to pass it."
I informed the party about the creepy head directly to my left.
Well, I think when it speaks to us, wouldn't we?
Yeah, everyone look turn around.
Cast enlarge after you quadruple.
So then, I mean, do we want to pass it? Right? We could add. We can.
yeah.
Any
We
humans?
want information first. We want to find the humanoids. If they have information that they're not here.
We want to know if he wants any friends.
That's actually a reasonable
Is
course.
he a big friendly giant?
The wolf looks over at you, Thorgil, and he goes, "No, he's quite dangerous."
I mean, so is Valar, and we're kind of from
Don't blame me for wondering.
Bit of a pain. This pass is his. You are trespassing in it.
Oh, well, that wasn't meant to be intentional. We didn't realize that was the case.
What does he want in return for passage?
It looks towards the giant, and it starts this weird growling, cracking sound. It sounds like stone being ground together. And the giant responds to it. And it looks back at you all, and it goes, "A sacrifice to it for its magnificence."
That sounds
Well, goodbye, pig.
Do,
We will miss you.
What
Counter-offer.
what
That's
kind of
pretty
Bye,
rough.
dirty luck.
what kind of giant is it?
A hill giant.
So that's one of the lower ones, right?
Mm-hmm.
Still outside of our class.
No, it's well, you don't really know, but it's probably doable.
Not like an ice giant where like, holy shit, we're definitely dead.
Yeah, I mean, like, you guys could probably take on an ice giant. I mean, plug one in real quick.
they
see if you
only
guys
have
take
like
one.
26 strength.
I mean,
What's the wisdom?
do we want to like are hill giants evil, or are they neutral? Are they like trolls in Lord of the Rings where they're kind of like stupid and brutish, or are they like evil, or
They vary. Some are very intelligent. Some of them are not. Some are evil. Some are not.
So they're like
Okay.
people, only large.
yeah? Damn, things are so much simpler when you know you can kill them without feeling bad.
The murder hobo is strong in
I
this
would
one.
like to ask the giant, does he like to drink?
For your party, a frost giant would not even be labeled as an easy fight.
What do you mean?
Like, it's weak enough that as a party, you guys could kill a frost giant without even blinking.
Oh, so we could kill this guy.
Probably.
Try.
However, two frost giants immediately becomes a hard fight.
Oh, good. Good to know.
So unless he has friends, we could kill this guy.
He will definitely have friends.
No, I mean he did say that this crevice is like his, and
Definitely will have friends.
Can I roll to see if hill giants are clan creatures or solitary?
Sure.
Is that history?
Yep.
Good at those.
Yeah, you are.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, they tend to be solitary.
Oh, but would the wolf help him?
Bingo. I'm wagering on the wolf coming out of nowhere. Just surprise.
So, I want to ask the wolf, what do you want?
It looks between you and the giant, and it goes, "Does not matter what I want. It matters between what you and he want."
I mean, we just want to pass, but well, what sacrifice does he want? He just wants like $10.
Does he
a-
like booze?
Pretty rocks?
mean shoulder massage.
The wolf responds, "Something worthy of value. Something that belays your understanding of his magnificence.
Does he want some syrup? I can make syrup. I mean, I don't know. Maybe he doesn't have access to anything sweet.
I kind of want to give him my portion of growth now, just to see how big he gets.
I love your logic. Maybe he just wants syrup.
Why not? If
Just-
you were stuck in frozen tundra, break up the diet a little bit would be nice. Are giants gluttonous?
Some are.
Damn it. Don't introduce nuance in your world, John.
Well, I mean,
It's not racist enough.
It's not.
I want
well, I mean,
simple
there's literally
answers.
like a giant called a flab giant, and they are gluttonous.
Okay.
A hill giant is like one step up from a flab giant. Basically, they're the thinner version of them.
I look at the wolf and I was like, so what is your role in this then?
We hunt for him.
Oh
Okay, so we hunt for him.
no. Guys, we need to ask
And why doesn't he hunt for himself?
They've hunted people.
He guards the pass.
From?
Intruders.
Well, why can't you guys do that?
He is bigger. We are faster. It's more amicable for us to hunt and for him to protect.
So what's on the other side then?
More ice, more frozen landscape. Death.
Is there anything
Have,
anything we could do to make your pack's life easier? To kind of like what can we offer you? We have
It
tools-
shakes its head back and forth, kind of like shaking a little bit of the snow, and it goes, "That is not part of the deal. The deal is for you to give sacrifice to him."
Oh, I have magic LSD.
Oh my god!
before that,
What?
so have you seen a group
Do
of
it.
humanoids come through here? Like, was there a group of sailors that maybe came through here before us? Like, no more than like a week ago or so?
The eyes narrow on it, and it goes, "There may have been."
You don't know for sure?
What would be your importance towards these sailors?
I mean, curiosity, right?
Honestly, yeah. I mostly want to know what happened.
Just trying to find out answers.
They are gone.
Gone.
Beyond him. And it turns its head and looks over at the giant.
Do you think if we gave him the bomb and told him it was a jawbreaker, he'd just blow his head off? Sweet Jesus. It's risky, but
What did they offer? What did they offer for their passage?
Those things gave him his life back. That was their payment.
Life back?
I was not here for when it happened.
I'd like to whisper to the group, I don't like the sound of this.
Yeah, let's give him the drugs and the sword.
that's a winning combination.
Nothing like giving someone a bunch of drugs and a sword.
Yeah.
What could possibly go
Is
wrong
it
on
nice
angel
or
dust
is it
and a
14?
sword?
A lot.
Or is it like chipped and rusty?
It's labeled a giant greatsword.
What was that?
I don't know. What giant greatsword is this?
You know the giant orc whose armor I cut off?
Remember when we fought the avatar of Ixter or whoever it was?
Oh, right.
Before he went off the cliff or whatever, I nabbed his greatsword. It doesn't do the
Gosh.
flaming thing for me, but it's big.
Okay.
I forgot that you had that.
Me too.
I could give him horses if he wants to sacrifice, like if he's hungry.
You have the robe of many things.
Yeah, I can give him horses. I can give him silver coffers, a rowboat, a window, a portable ram, rope, a 10-foot pole, steel mirrors. Maybe he's vain. A lantern, a dagger. That's it. That's all I got.
I'm just imagining Beavis explaining all that to the White Wolf, and the White Wolf hurriedly trying to translate it.
Does he like any of those ideas? I don't want to tell him all of them. What if he just decides, like, oh, okay, give me everything? I offer him 2 horses.
The wolf looks over at the giant, and in that same gravelly, cracking rock tone, it says something to the giant. And you see the giant kind of puff its face and scowl and say something back in an angry tone.
Oh, sorry.
And the wolf looks at you and it goes, "He feels that you have slighted him."
I thought horses were nice. Sorry.
He cannot ride them. He could only eat them.
Yeah. What's last
Drugs and sword.
But we feed him already with our hunt He sees no use.
They translated it.
for food.
What about drink?
You need to make an offer. I should warn
I would pull
you,
out
he is
the
not
bottle
the
of
most
lizard
patient.
slime.
The lizard
Okay.
slime is the magic
Oh, you
element.
shouldn't be talking to Beavis then. The lizard slime is some alcohol that me and Valium had.
Is it the drug?
That totally wasted her.
Yeah, I got fucked up on it real hard.
No.
It's the
It's not the
molassesy
drugs.
alcohol. You guys bought that
Back in, like, Gazneg?
session 5 or something.
We got
it.
Yeah, it was
I
in
have-
Gazneg-ish.
That LSD that was in the ship.
Right.
From there.
I don't know if he wants to trip though.
The giant says something short to the wolf in a loud grunting crack, and the wolf says, "He's running out of patience."
Honestly, so am I.
I could make him something. Does he want like a big chair or like a bed?
This is not a what do you want, you make offerings to him.
He's fucking picky.
Well, we're offering these ideas, but he doesn't seem to like them.
Yeah. Well, what do you guys? Is it a good idea for me to like make him something?
Let's just give him the sword.
It's Thorgil's sword. It's his choice.
Maybe
what
just take it out and see if he like looks interested.
yeah, take out
Yeah,
the.
I mean, yeah, I guess so. Take out the like 12-foot sword from behind my back.
Okay. I'm assuming that this is in the bag of holding. Because there's no way that
Yeah,
Thorgil's
it
been
would have
walking
to
around
be.
with a 12-foot sword.
I mean,
Okay, so you all pull out this sword. The wolf looks at it and looks at the giant, and the giant steps forward and grabs the sword. And it starts kind of whipping it around and stuff. And then you see it kind of like look at it and tilt its head. and you hear it say a single word, and the sword ignites into fire.
Oh
So now we can't fight. We just made him way more badass.
And the giant kind of smiles when it does this, and you see it carve into the side of the cliff into this ice, and you can see as the sword cuts into it, the ice begins to melt and bubble as the sword cuts through it, and then it pulls it out. And then the giant kind of nods, and it says something to the wolf, and the wolf says, "He accepts this as a gift for your previous slight."
Man, fuck you.
Yeah. Did any of us manage to hear what word he said to activate it? Just in case we end up getting that sword back or his dead body?
Sure, it was Granok. Granok.
I feel like that's Thorgil territory.
Yeah, I got it written.
Alright. I still think pretty rocks can be like, that's all I have to offer, so.
I can give him
an idea.
silver coffers, like fancy like stuff to keep his food in. Should I try that or?
I don't know.
I mean, last time I tried something, I got pissed. So.
Can we can our characters try to have some idea by themselves? Like, okay, like can we make a roll to be like, oh, we have an idea now because of how the situation is going, you know?
Not really, because
You know,
really it's not about like you knowing what giants
it'll be more like
It's more like you guys have to figure out something that is obviously greater than a giant greatsword of flaming doom.
that's rough. Sure don't have anything better than that.
Who is he afraid of? Who does he work for? Who do you all work for?
I don't really have anything I could give him.
We could provide a service. Is there anybody he wants to talk to? I can talk to people over long distances.
Stage of play.
Does he have like a long lost love, or like does he like want to order a pizza?
Food. You're dealing with food again here, Steven.
Maybe I haven't eaten dinner. I don't know.
It's your problem. You just gotta order
They
Needs
just
pizza.
have to fight it.
No, we just gave him a fucking sword. Like,
Wouldn't be the first time we've gone up against said sword.
Or we walk away and find another way, either over or through.
we could at least try and offer him something else before we fight him, right?
Okay. And what you bring
Yeah.
to the table?
Percy, did you hear my questions earlier?
Sorry, no, I didn't.
I said, so who do you work for? Who are you afraid of?
Oh, they're right. Who are you afraid of? Oh, excuse me. Fucking hiccups, man. Oh my god, they're already starting.
21 seconds. Take one down, pass it around. 99 hiccups on the wall.
Little does the stream know that this is actually pure vodka. No. The wolf translates this to the giant, and it responds vice versa. They do the translation bit, and the wolf says, "He says no one. That is what makes him magnificent."
So he wants to be flattered.
Yep.
Yes.
Could I, like, do one of my illusions that, like, I don't know.
Look, I'll just try to sweet talk him.
There you
By
go.
all means, let's see what you got.
We don't have a name, do we? I don't know what to call him. Oh, great giant.
Great. Yeah.
We have nothing else worthy for you but that sword.
Well, what if?
Uh oh. Ran out real quick.
Oh,
Nothing.
because of what item on this earth would possibly be worth your value? Nothing,
go.
that's for sure.
Oh dear lord.
No item, but maybe we could be of some service. Someone of your wonderment should have loyal assistance.
You see you see the giant kind of think for a second, and it says back to the wolf. And the wolf obviously translates, and it says, he does have something that you all could go after. However, he would have to let you pass before you could hunt it.
Now see, that's what I'm talking about. Something
Yeah,
reasonable to work with.
Yeah. that's
What?
a win-win.
Enlighten us. What does he need?
He wants the heads of the 3 witches.
You know? That's
Does he want just the heads, or could we bring like the whole witch back?
no. Just leave the head. Just leave it at that. I muffle Beavis.
Okay.
They are the ones that make him guard the pass.
See, that's what I asked earlier. Well, we can see what we
Where
can
did-
accomplish. Just let us through.
It pauses, and the giant says something more, and it goes, "If you do not return in 1 day's time, he will have us hunt you."
How about we make it 3, just so that we have some reasonable time to rest up should we run into any complications?
It growls to the giant, and the giant kind of thinks for a second, and then it holds up 2 fingers.
Blade. I find that acceptable. Do you guys find that acceptable?
I mean, I don't know, how far are they? Are they like a
Fair
tree?
enough.
Like,
And Vulcan's thinking like, either the witch are evil, or if the witch are against him, he is probably evil. So he's
Either
probably
way,
have
we're
to fight.
fighting somebody.
Yeah, so he's fine.
Okay. So you all agree to his terms?
Anybody?
Sure. Possibly go wrong.
I will it. I don't see a reason not to, unless there's something I'm forgetting to ask in this case. What am I forgetting to ask, guys?
I missed the last like 30 seconds. Did you ask if we're done talking to him?
Yeah.
I asked if basically you're in you will hunt down and bring the heads of these 3 witches.
I want to know more about the witches. If you're, I think maybe someone of your majesty might forget that we're not all as powerful as you. So is there anything you can give us to aid in our quest to demolish these evil sorceresses? You know, what's their weakness? Like, where do they live? What's their guardians? Are you the only guardian? Can you give us a rundown?
The giant speaks, and the wolf translates to, "There are only 3, a coven of them. Dangerous are they. For together they can create powerful magic.
Wait,
Alone, each one would be dust in his hand. But together they are able to summon great beasts of ice and stone to bring him low.
The look on Nate's face is,
How long does it take them to summon them?
He does not know. Secondly, they have an army of the dead that protect them, ever
Ooh, that's
vigilant.
fine.
I looked at Beavis. I
Yeah,
thought you
fast.
killed them.
Come from the sea, they did.
Uh,
Made a home beyond this tunnel in the northern forests. There they reside, and you will find them.
sounds like we've got ourselves a plan.
So do we want to try and ingratiate ourselves with them and then betray them, or?
I'm keeping my hand on Beavis's mouth for the time being, and let's just say it's there until I can think of any reason not to remove my hand. Well then, sounds like we've got ourselves an accord, so without further ado, if you let us pass, we'll try to resolve this matter.
The wolf nods, and the giant begins to step out of the tunnel. The wolf begins to follow you, and as it begins to follow you out, you see 3 more spots of snow suddenly become wolves, and basically in a circle around you.
That's what I was worried was gonna happen earlier.
So 4 wolves and a hill giant would have trashed us, or would it have been possible?
That would have been a pretty scary fight.
Okay.
That's what I thought.
They're off surrounded.
Especially after we
Basically,
gave the sword.
if they only had to hit you all, it wouldn't be that dangerous. But if you remember, the winter wolves have a breath weapon, and that's where things get scary, because basically they all would have popped out of the snow and breath weaponed you all in a group 4 times, and basically just froze you solid.
Just insta-gybbed us.
Well, it wouldn't insta-jib, but it'd be a really scary situation.
And a very bad start to a fight.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, head on towards where they told us the witches
Yeah,
be?
so you leave the mouth of this crevasse area. The wolf that's been translating, it says, "Remember, 2 days, or my brothers and I will hunt." And when it does that, it does one of those like doggy like lip licks, where it just like drags the mouth across like all of its lips, kind of just pre-tasting the hunt that it plans on having.
I stare him right in the eyes. I do the exact same thing, because except that I can do the,
Yeah.
the whole lizard tongue thing.
You can do the whole lizard tongue, yeah. Now that's just gross. No. All right, so in front of you is much like you saw the forest behind. Basically, it's just the other side. Essentially, what you're kind of gathering is that this entire thing used to be a much larger forest, and at some point the dragon's breath blew through the middle of the forest and created this separation of the north and the south of the forest, basically through the breath. So you begin to traverse forward. You don't have much time before you all begin to notice that the prints of that you have been following, this trail, becomes much more visible. It's not hard to see anymore. You can see that it's fairly fresh, maybe only like a day's travel at most now, and it's leading through the forest. I assume you continue?
For
Okay.
Which?
Yeah.
Or not?
I'm just giving these little pauses in case you guys want to say or do anything. Otherwise, I'll just continue. You all continue forward. The ultimately leading to what looks like to you all. You begin to see these outcroppings, these weird bits of what look like shell and coral and barnacles and things like that that seem to coat the trees, cover rocks and things like that. As you're walking, the ice that you're walking across is now slushy in nature, and you get this smell of brine as you walk.
Like seawater?
Yeah.
Before we get closer, can I have Owly, like, kind of keeping above and ahead of us a little bit to make sure there's not some ambush or something coming? Like, there's not
Sure.
much massing?
Go ahead and roll. I'm gonna give you disadvantage against the advantage for a single roll, just because the tree causes a bit of a canopy that's hard for him to see through. So a single roll. At it.
Alright. Ah, there we go.
Yeah, so Owly sees up ahead that this progressively gets worse. That essentially, as you traverse the forest, it becomes almost terraformed into what is essentially a seascape, with shells and barnacle and seaweed and things like that. There's large stretches of water that are, while not deep, they probably were lakes at one point, frozen lakes that now have so much salt in them they can't freeze, almost creating a Dead Sea-esque kind of look about them against the white snowy scape.
Funny, I don't
That's
remember
not
being
actually
in...
getting warmer. It doesn't look more beachy.
No, it does not.
Funny,
Okay.
I don't remember being in Utah.
Yeah.
Before we continue on, it's a safe assumption that these witches are probably the cause of these kidnappings.
That's a pretty reasonable assumption
So-
at this point.
How can we make sure that we don't fall prey to whatever they're using to make these people complacent and docile?
Well, Balor's got that ring. Or do we know about the ring? Do we know about the ring? I forget if
Yeah,
we
I
know about
told
the
you.
ring. Okay.
I'm pretty sure I told everybody, but
Okay, I couldn't remember if you had told us or you were that was still just your secret.
Is it
Well, I have
secret?
an
Is it
advantage
safe?
against a lot of magic saving throws, and Balor's get the ring, so at least we won't all get ganked.
That being said, he did say that together they are, a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah. So if we could find and isolate one of them and take them out,
One at a time, preferably.
yeah.
Yeah. Don't think they're all.
If only we had an assassin or something like that.
I mean, I'm just waiting for my moment to shine here.
Oh, we all.
So I keep Valium, or I keep Valium. I keep Owly like up and ahead of us to make sure nothing sneaks up on us, and I guess we advance. Or anybody else have ideas?
Honestly,
In the
I got
breach.
no ideas, dude.
I say we just move forward for the time being, but we try to do so carefully.
Sure.
Unfortunately.
Do we want to try
Alright.
and sneak to the witches, or assume that they kind of know what's going on in their area and pretend like we could maybe help them, or you know what I mean, like offer them our services?
How far away does it look like we are?
Yeah.
Before you reach like the depths of this terraformation,
Yeah.
maybe a mile.
I mean, if they're magic, they
Basically,
probably
you're on the outskirts of it, and it progressively gets worse. But the point that this is kind of at, like as far as Ali has seen so far, that's about a mile.
So, like, are we assuming that it's gonna be like water from this point on?
Well, it's gonna start getting worse. It's gonna start becoming much more barnacle-y. There are what were once frozen lakes that are now these salt lakes, basically.
Are we going to be walking in said lakes? Is what I'm. Are we going to have to traverse?
No, there's
through
ways
some-
around them. You don't
Okay.
have to go over them or even deal with them. It's just it's flavor text. As
I just
far
wanted to
as
make
I'm
sure there
concerned.
was land between us and where we're going.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't phase me too
However,
much, but
it is a difficulty where at a certain point you are gonna probably be wading through water, like up to like your calves ish on a
Some
regular
chests.
basis. Yeah. Waste for Beavis.
so man, if only we could walk on water.
That would be super convenient.
I feel like there's someone who can do that.
And it's a rich door, right? So does it take 10 minutes to cast it, or?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just 10 minutes.
10 minutes for an
Well,
hour's worth of water walking.
10 minutes and 6 seconds.
So yeah, that's something you can totally do.
So if we're okay with waiting for that 10 minutes, I can go ahead and cast that then.
Works for me.
Okay. Well, let's take our second break a little
All
bit
right.
early, with you casting that. I have 9:06. Let's make it a fairly short one. I'm thinking maybe like 9:10, 9:11, 9:12-ish.
Yeah, I got
have,
that might be like 9:12.
That's fine.
Okay.
We'll just do it when everybody's back and ready.
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
Break!
What are we, losers?
Yeah.
I resent that remark. I'm not you.
Oh, fuck off.
Hey, you brought it up.
You're not wrong. You're
Um,
just an asshole.
give me
Hey,
one
I
second.
calls him as I sees him.
While we're waiting on John, is a 4K monitor worth it? Because it's $360.
Depends. Yeah, it depends on your application. Pretty versus high frame rate.
Are you sitting really close to your monitor?
Yeah.
Then yes.
But I wanted two. I can't spend $700 on my. I can get one for now.
You can totally spend $700 on monitors.
Just because you don't want to doesn't make it you can't.
No, some of the bonuses going to Jess because she used to help me study for the SAT. So the only reason I got it is her. Yeah.
Trying to find the setup that I have. Took a picture of it somewhere.
I want two 27-inch 4K UHD IPS monitors with FreeSync. LG.
All right, you're shooting really high then. All right, you do you, man. You do you.
Why just go buy a couple of VR headsets and slap them together, call it good. That's about what you may as well be doing.
Yeah. So that's like top of the line, like way more than I need to be happy.
It's not top of the line, but it's pretty close.
Okay.
Here's the line, here's you.
Yeah.
I
The
wanna be
GPU is about your limiting factor. Your CPUs.
Yeah, I'm trying to find like
Well-
hot springs in winter to kind of
Yeah,
give it that look of
So wasted.
steam and sandy look and
Well,
ice and everything.
Yeah,
like
just
that.
I mean, just replace whatever sand you find and just assume that's snow.
Right.
Or salt, one of the two.
Anyways, you guys know what it is. I was just trying to look to move off of the one screen that you guys have been staring at the whole fucking night to something.
And last night, or last week too.
Yeah, you did a whole lot of last week too. I was looking for something, but oh well. It is what it is.
It is.
That's actually not bad.
You're not bad.
I know.
I mean, Valor might be, but we still can't prove anything yet.
Ooh. I mean, we could just do Detect Evil, right? Somebody's got to have that spell.
Hey, I'm good. I can heal people.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean.
Jack the Ripper was a surgeon.
Really?
There's one with monkeys.
I like
Wait, we're listening to the monkeys while we go through this snowscape?
Yes. That is what you're doing. Okay, I'm about to give up.
Let's...
Yep, I give up. Okay.
Okay,
Oh well.
so guys, here's the plan.
that.
First the world, then the witches.
That link doesn't work, Nate.
Hang on.
I mean, so should we try and sneak up as best we can, and then if they know that we're there, which they probably will, we can just kind of like say, hey, we're here to help.
All the focus fire. All the focus fire.
Oh shit, that's a lot going on.
So, we move forward after we can now walk on water, right?
I'm down for it.
Yeah.
I mean, we could just stand there, but that would be very productive.
Riley's moving forward. I don't know about you guys.
I'm still wearing
Why
my
not?
shoes in the water.
Ooh, found an image.
Oh, you're still looking?
I couldn't help it.
What else is it was first? I also if the witches have undead working for them,
Of course,
I
it's.
could try to find them. Some idea.
Eh. We fought undead before. What's the worst that could happen?
Thor feels really good at it. So
I mean, aside from that one kind that hooked Valium into the room, that was.
I
interesting.
really wanted to fight those guys.
if John was gonna give us the XP for him, I would have gone back and fought him.
Because I think we could have taken them. Okay, I was gonna jump on one of their backs, because they're made of metal, and just cast my flippin' just shock the, just electrocute him from all of the metal just on him. There was
Did
nothing
we
that.
get XP for using that ritual to kill an army of zombies?
Yeah, no XP.
Damn. Beavis is level 15 and everybody else is 7.
Or no, it's Beavis still has the highest kill count in the entire world right now.
Yeah. I would be if that could happen. I would be okay with retiring Beavis and leaving him as an NPC. Because obviously I can't play a character that's not above everybody else. But I would love for that to be his end.
Just having the world's highest kill count.
Yeah. Our least threatening player.
What happened? Our illusion mage managed to kill thousands of zombies. An entire multiple armies of zombies. How? Don't ask.
You don't think it probably wasn't an illusion. Oh, is this gonna be like those Yellowstone? Because this is Yellowstone, right? Where they're actually like acidic and like 300 degrees.
Right, right. It's not like that in this location, but it's just the best image I could find to kind of give the look I wanted of what they've kind of done to the landscape.
Like, so they're going for beachy, but it kind of looks like alien and.
Right, exactly. Like they tried to terraform it into a beach, but it's not. All right.
Sun on a beach.
So that was called Satiate Spring. Yeah, I can't believe that they were able to play that for so long without driving people insane. There. Okay. So Thorgil, you spend another 10 minutes doing your ritual, allowing the party to walk over the waters here, and basically the best you trying to use this picture as an example. The best idea is that it's kind of like if you tried to take an icy tundra and turn it into a beach, and really what you got is a tundra swamp.
So the current state of Virginia. Okay.
Sure. And you are basically progressing over the water throughout this region. Normally you'd be sloshing through it about to your calves, but you're basically just kind of tiptoeing through the window. And you get to this point. You're not to like the full beachiness, but you're kind of getting most of the way there. And you get to this point where there seems to be kind of this fork in the water. And as you kind of reach this fork, you begin to see the water around you bubble. Just kind of like.
Is there steam coming off of it?
Not really. It just suddenly, like, normally the water was kind of flat with the occasional like trickle of water, but now like everything is bubbling.
so it doesn't look hot.
Yeah.
I'd like to see what I can see.
Yeah,
Okay.
how deep is it?
This is only about knee-deep water right here.
Okay. There's no
Um,
sharks gonna come out.
Yeah, no sharks, nothing. You look about the water, you don't see like anything in it. There's no, anything weird. And about the time where you guys are like, oh, okay, this is just weird. You start to notice that the bubbles begin to synchronize. So like every one of them like reaches the top at the same time, and when it does that, you hear a voice go, "Who are you? Why are you here?
Who am I? Why are you here?
What
This is my home. You've come into my home.
Your home? No,
My home.
this is your home? I thought this was my home.
It's outside. Outside's not home.
Home is where you make it. Foolish
Home
gnome.
is where the heart is.
That's if you have a heart. I'd take
Damn.
yours from you if you'd like.
My heart?
Sure.
Trust me,
No.
you don't want to. It probably never stopped talking.
Why are you here?
I mean, why am I here? Why are you here?
Why are we anywhere? I mean, we're all just kind of shuffling along in this mortal coil.
Wow, this got dark real fast.
We have to be somewhere.
But why here?
It seemed
I'm
like
not-
What's your purpose?
it seemed like a lovely place for a stroll. Why'd you set it? Why'd you decide to live here?
Because it was quiet till people started barging in.
You have a
Vulcan's
point.
looking
I take
around
it
like,
you got past my giant.
Oh, that's your giant.
He's not
My
very friendly.
giant. I control him.
He didn't say that. He was not very He was not very keen. I asked him, who he was working for, and he was not very glad to be, He said he told us he worked for no one.
We'll have to remind him who he works for.
Yes.
But why are you here?
we're looking for the humanoid. Why don't we just say that?
Because I was
Yeah.
having fun.
They have gone. Go away.
Where did they go?
Back to their ships.
Ladies and
We came from their ships.
insight check.
Mhm.
She's lying.
Wait, is it a she or a he or a unknown or a?
You don't see a face, so
A voice.
it's currently unknown. You guys are
Wow.
having a little bit of trouble there.
Do I need to roll insight, or can I just assume she's lying?
You can just assume.
Wow, dicks! I don't think I've ever seen this happen where all 5 of us roll below a 10. The odds of that are not great.
Wow.
Beavis, don't do it. Just
Well,
assume. Just
well.
assume, Beavis.
Mystery solved, guys.
Do
Let's just head back to the ships. They must be there by now.
Do it.
Well, if I roll it and bomb it, can I just assume? Because I think she's lying.
Yeah, you can always assume something.
Okay.
Insight basically tells you the truth or not.
The truth, if you roll high enough.
Nailed
Oh, thank
it.
God. Sweet Jesus. I don't think the rest of us even add up to that.
No, we don't.
No, you don't.
16.
Um,
Oh no, we do. We got 22. We add up to 4 more than his total.
Beavis, she is telling the truth.
They went back to their ships. Did they go of their
Is-
own volition?
No. Why would I let them do that?
I mean, why are we here? Not everything has an easy
Didn't-
answer.
Yeah, we didn't see
Um,
anybody coming in. Did we? We
Beavis,
didn't pass them.
I will give you something else because you rolled a 21. They only had one ship.
Oh yeah, Beavis is scatterbrained. He probably wouldn't have remembered that. What do you mean ships? There was one ship.
There are 2 ships out there.
What's the other ship?
Oh no!
Ours. Were they alive?
I loved Steven's.
Oh yeah. Were they alive when they went back?
Frick.
Say again?
They're attacking our ship!
Oh, that is your ship out there.
I'd like to draw my... Wait, there's no voice. There's no embodiment of a being here. I can't point it. I can't threaten them.
Yeah, it's coming from the bubbles. The bubbles popping are where these voices are coming from.
Is it more than one voice?
They basically, the pitch kind of changes a little bit based on the size of the bubble when it pops.
Okay.
That's why I kind of have this weird, like, cascading, like, voice thing.
Oh.
Alright, it's weird.
So you sent them back to our ship. I'm assuming
Because-
no longer alive.
So, what was that last bit?
I'm assuming no longer alive.
They are alive.
Moving and alive are different things.
No, they still breathe. Even the undead do not breathe. Vampires don't even breathe. Well, unless they deliberately want to. Different story, different time.
What are they doing?
She's right, you know.
Yeah.
Claret Balor.
Taking the ships. Bringing them here.
And what are you gonna do with those ships?
Make them part of my home.
Well, that's not fair. It's our home.
You're in my home.
Well, we were... Hey, we came
Well,
by
if
and we
our-
were let through.
Home's
Nobody...
never gonna leave.
You thought that this was your home, and maybe now that your ship is going to be in my home, then you will actually be telling the truth.
Yeah, so we're never gonna get out of your hair if you take our home, because we live there. So if your home, if our home is in your home, then we live with you. You want roommates? I'm really annoying.
I believe I mentioned that earlier.
Good point. But I still want your ships.
And what is that going to accomplish?
Majestic scenery.
What if we get you other ships?
How many ships? What size ships?
That depends.
Yeah, how little can we get away with doing?
I believe what my intrepid friend is trying to say is, well, it depends. Given more time, we could find more majestic ones for you, given the chance.
No, I want ships now. I worked very hard to make this place as it is. It's very beautiful.
I agree.
The only thing it's missing is a few ships.
Well, let me tell you something. Ship happens.
It does.
Our ship's a piece of junk. We can get you a nicer ship to finish your collection.
It's a junk ship.
It will do.
It's
For now.
literally a junk ship. It's
For now, it will work.
yeah, but
What about the people on it, the rest of our crew?
Oh, I will make them like I made the other sailors.
I'm assuming mindless zombies on that obey you every command?
Everything but the zombie, yes.
So they're thralls, technically.
Much better answer. Quite fishy.
Fishy.
I detect magic right now.
I can't detect magic.
I mean, I can't cast the spell, but I detect plenty of magic. Like we're talking bubbles.
No, I know, but like maybe we can find the source of them.
Yeah, is there a source? Like, I'm looking around. Is there a source of something other than bubbles? Like, there's got to be something nearby.
No, you start kind of inspecting around these two kind of river areas, and all you see is this kind of bubbly brownish water, which is basically sand, and you can see the brine, and there's seaweed and shit in there. You can see barnacles and shells and things like that in it. But other than that, you're not seeing like a face looking at you. You're not seeing, a person and a reflection in the water. You don't, as you peer around, you don't see other people. If you want, you could roll a perception check, but that's what you're kind of seeing right now.
I want to
But
try
we could still go farther in, right?
Yeah.
Is she gonna say anything if we move off? Could we like flatter her?
It's up to you guys what you're doing. You're currently talking to the water.
I want to like. I mean, we met your giant, and as impressive as he is, he's not the most versatile servant. How would you feel about maybe in exchange for our ship or some other means of movement, a party of adventurers to do your bidding? We can move around in places the giant can't. We have many abilities he does not. You seem kind of dull. He couldn't have been much fun to talk to.
Follow-up question. Do you
I like
like barnacles?
I mean, let's be real here. I come from there's a lot of barnacles, obviously, in Stolt, because it's a flippin' sea swamp, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, I mean, I don't dislike them. It's kind of, you know...
How about tentacles?
I
That
mean,
escalated quickly.
they're useful. You got lots of them.
What's your point?
How about barbs and quills?
What are you getting at?
I like quills.
I don't think it's the right and
I
kind.
think we're about to get attacked.
Yes, no? How would you feel about having your anatomy changed slightly?
Do not want.
It would be an improvement.
Do not want.
Honestly,
I mean,
I'm pretty partial to the way I am now.
I'm okay with it. Can you make it taller?
No, I can't do anything about that.
Oh. Well, a
That's
tentacle
your
would
burden to
work.
bear.
I think this is a bum deal.
Riley,
I mean, a tentacle would be pretty cool.
Riley's gonna continue to move on.
As someone who's made plenty of deals, it's a pretty bum deal.
Honestly, I just am looking to keep them flat-footed. If they don't, you know what I mean? If we can get any sort of advantage in a fight.
Yeah, true. What, just replace your arms with tentacles?
No, I need my arms to right, but they can add tentacles.
I'm against it.
I do not want.
Well, I'm sure that my
By any
compatriots
chance?
could be made more amenable once they've seen what you can offer.
You hear a pause and the bubbling, and then she goes, fair enough. I need to prove myself, prove my power to you. Reasonable.
Make a rock walk.
It's smack value. Don't give ideas.
If she needs to prove her power, I want to see a rock walk across the water.
That's all you want to see.
That will be good enough to me. If you can make a rock walk on water, just walk, and then be lighter than water, I'm impressed you're powerful. Doesn't take much for me.
Why do we have her along again?
Because I stab people real good.
That's a pretty good reason.
To a worm. And it turns out okay.
Yeah.
I would still like to say that would totally have been my move if I wasn't half tanking the team for the team.
Okay. She goes, well, only one way to do this. She goes, we will meet again after you're all unconscious. And then I need you all to roll
This is why-
initiative.
This is why I was trying to walk away.
Look at
I'm
that.
just happy that
That sounds like a massive battle.
There's a lot
Water
of shit.
elementals? What?
And
I'm out.
6 little things. Are those like merfolk or what the hell? Are they?
Why are we rolling like dicks today?
We did last week as well. Oh, this is totally not an ideal scenario to be in.
Oh, buddy. I did
That's
not
a
clear
lot of
last
water.
round.
that. Ooh. Ooh.
So that's a lot of water eels and medusas. I don't know what to call them.
I think they're like merfolk.
I'm gonna stab them.
I don't think Beavis has ever encountered a merfolk before.
So I'm assuming water is legitimately on water and there's nothing we can do about it, right?
Well, I mean, we can walk on water currently.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
Good job, Thorgil.
We just walk up to a mermaid staff.
So it's not difficult terrain.
Nope.
6. Okay. Cool. I forgot to clear last time, so it took a second to clean that up.
The water weird? I hope that's the description of it, other than the name.
Weird in English, like Old English, is means something different than it does now. Like
Wow.
weird can be like magical or something like that.
Yeah, weird can be magic. That's I can't remember the name of the branch of English that comes from off the top of my head. But
Yield.
yeah. Well, it is yield, but it's there was a divide in the English language, and the dominant one, because it was actually verd. Which
Wasn't it spelled?
Yeah, it was like a V and
Yeah.
stuff like that. All right, so let's see here. Descending, Beavis.
I'm going first. I don't know. I could polymorph somebody. That's fun.
Pig. Oh wait, or Valium.
Yeah. Does anybody want to be polymorphed? Anybody want to become a T-Rex?
Oh,
That's oddly specific.
It's been my dream to make somebody a T-Rex.
Do you lose your ability? Like, as
Yeah,
you
I
lose
don't think we don't have anybody that is a good candidate for it, because like Thorgil's our beefiest, but he wouldn't be able to ride anymore, and he would lose all of his magic.
So turn Pig into a T-Rex? Then Thorgil's riding a T-Rex?
I mean, I'm kind of on board with that idea.
Could he still ride,
That was-
John, or would that?
Yeah, it would probably be harder. Also, don't forget that as a whole, the entity that you turn it into gets the stats of that thing too, which means that basically Pig would literally become a T-Rex in mind capacity.
But it doesn't it say that they can like still identify friend and foe or something? I mean,
I want to reread that. I
Pretty sure Pig.
T-Rexes aren't that stupid.
it retains its alignment and personality.
Yeah.
still
don't, if I
yoinks,
become a
but-
T-Rex, can I shoot Eldritch Blasts out of my eyes?
No.
No.
Thanks.
That would be terrifying.
Yeah, I don't think it would become.
Pig is typing.
This thing moved.
Yeah, I was just moving it to where it should have been.
I don't know. I guess I'll just cast Mirror Image on myself and like step back.
So 2 copies.
Yeah, I don't have any good ideas right now. Oh, I guess I could.
Wait, I thought
Magic
it
Missile.
was 4. Mirror images. It has a
Yeah,
total of.
it become 4 of me. Oh, I get. No, I think
There's
it's.
a whole lot of Beatles. Beatleses? What
So
the
is it
plural
4
of Beatles?
total, or there are 4 mirror?
I think 4 total. Yeah, 3 illusory duplicates of yourself up here.
Okay.
And then I want to move like right behind Valken. Thank you.
I'm gonna move, but sure.
Wuss.
Oh, well then I want to move like down here.
Okie doke. So
This
so
is
Beavis,
far
you,
away.
you create the abacus in the air, and quickly you just start like at a certain point, like you just kind of like start separating them all in like sets of 4, and then all of a sudden there's like an almost like multiples are then seen all working in abacus,
Yeah.
and you kind of they all kind of like Animaniac out of each other.
Cool.
And Balor, your turn.
Oh, okay. I'm going to cast a spell.
Yes.
Hypnotic pattern.
Okay.
30-foot cube. Or wait, let me just. There it is. 30-foot. Let's see. Yeah, it's 30-foot cube. So I'll just catch it from that lead guy there to the water weird.
So you're not hitting any of us with it?
No, did you not? Did it not pick up? Sorry. I'm casting it.
I can measure this.
It says creatures that see it, so you could cast it on us as long as we had warning to close our eyes, right?
That's a good point.
It's a 30-foot cube, so it should be kind of like that. And I think it only affects you if you see it and you're inside the
Yeah,
radius.
you got to be inside it.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter if y'all see it outside of it.
Okay, wisdom.
But yeah, that's what I'm.
What's your spell
Really?
save?
Ooh,
So only one of the sea spawns.
Is your spell save 17 or 18?
16.
Oh wait, why is mine back down to 15? It's not.
Okay.
Okay, so what does that look like? That's a new one.
That is a new one. I'll probably do my usual casting from. It's now from the book.
Right. You pull the strings from your book.
Right. And then I cast it, and it's like I cast a net that unfurls as it goes and sends over the area. But it's not like any net you've ever seen. It's all like. Have you ever seen the movie The Thief and the Cobbler?
No.
Okay. Crazy amounts of zigzags of black and white and lines all over the place. It's dizzying to look at.
Okay.
Lots of
Yes.
It's like a spinning
like
wheel zigzag design.
kind
type
of like one of those fake illusion things where if you turn it one way or the other, you kind of see different things.
Gotcha. Cool. Yeah, you do that. However, these things apparently whatever's controlling or demanding them seems to hold greater sway than these patterns do, and only one of them seems to get caught up in it. Falcon,
right. So
you're surrounded.
he does the usual thing, and he prays and says, "Let my blade be the shield those who need it," and then his sword starts glowing. That's my turn on divinity. And then he's gonna move here.
Mm-hmm.
Right, turn on divinity is an action. So, thinking of something else. No, it's fine. I'm just gonna stand here and kind of like stare down this water serpent thingy.
Okie doke. Riley.
Well, this is awkward. We're kind of surrounded. I want to move to that square.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was that one, right? Is that 30 feet? Oh, nope, the one to the left. And I'm gonna cast my shock bolt at that guy right now.
Which guy?
Leftmost dude right there. That doesn't hit.
Ooh.
3.
And that's pretty much my turn.
Okay.
This is about to get
Water
weird.
Entities. Yep. They are about to get weird. This one shifts right over to there. It's gonna try to constrict Thorgil.
Constrict? Uh-oh.
Fails. This one goes to here.
Whoa.
Doesn't Pig get an attack of opportunity on him?
Yeah.
Nope.
It just went through the water?
Yep.
Oh.
And that's why I'm
I
on.
do not like this, Sam. I am.
And that's why I am up here, away from the water.
I haven't got a chance to move.
That's.
And it is going to try to constrict Valium. Nope.
Hey.
And the last one is going to try to constrict Falcon because Falcon's right next to it.
Hooray! Okay, I use riposte on him then if it misses.
What?
Well, hold
Can
on,
I?
because actually it would have shifted over there. So basically, you watch it drop down into
Oh,
the water
That makes sense.
and then pop
Right.
up further away and lash a tentacle at you and try to pull you
Right.
under the water.
And
So
Vulcan's super annoyed, like, get back here, dumb thing.
yeah, it would not want to stay next to you. That is
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
so repost wouldn't work on that. But that was a shitty turn for them. So it is now Valium's turn.
Yay! Bye, Felicia Thorgil. Would it get an attack of opportunity on me?
The one right next to you would, yeah.
Stupid.
Because they
But it
have.
also depends on where you go. They have a 10-foot reach.
But I'm on land. They're made of water.
That didn't. Do you not? Would you not remember the Halloween special where I was getting tentacles all over the place when I was throwing rocks?
Nope, don't remember that.
Because we almost fought two of these.
Crossbow, right?
Hmm?
Didn't you get a crossbow?
I did. I'm trying to figure out. I have a feeling crossbows are really not going to work on things made of water.
Yeah.
That's my logical assumption
it is
about
magic.
this life.
Yeah.
It does
I'm
have
gonna
magic damage. I get that, but like it's still water.
yeah, I think the spellcaster should take care of the water things.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna smack this mermaid right here, or whatever the fuck that is.
Anybody with magical weapons should be able to hurt it, right? It's not metagamey to know that usually things that have resistance aren't resistant to magic weapons.
In general, magic weapons are a solve-all type
Yeah.
situation.
I'm gonna smack that one.
He's gonna.
Smack that ass.
And
Do I hit it?
Yeah, it definitely hits.
Boom, bitch.
8.
You know, you can still use. You still have a bonus action, don't you?
I do.
You can't attack again with a crossbow.
Oh shit, that's right. I can.
No,
I
you,
totally forgot. Can I?
you can't. You don't.
Oh
have,
no.
You have to reload it.
You have to like and the part of the action of the attack of fire. The entire action is fire the crossbow and reload. So you still have your bonus action.
Punch
So
the water.
So you can disengage if you want.
I need a dumb mechanics question here.
Yeah.
So because I'm proficient in it, I can attack with it every turn, correct? Because I thought for that it said I can reload it as part of my attack action.
It's part of the like you fire.
Basically,
you
you
reload,
can't multi-attack with it unless you have the feat.
unless you have crossbow expert.
Right.
Okay, but because I finished my attack, it's reloaded at this point, but I still
Right.
can't. Okay,
Right.
that's what I wanted to make sure of. I was
Yeah.
unsure about that mechanic.
Right.
I'm a
But you do
disengage.
still have your bonus action. So like if you had
yeah.
like a dagger, you could
I'm
throw
gonna
that.
bitch out. Disengage, Felicia. I'm coming all here.
That's the smarter.
Let me get
I
to the
came here
middle
so-
of land.
So just think we'll have to go through me to attack you guys, but now I can just go this way.
I don't care. I am significantly. I'm assuming those water eels cannot make it on land, and if it's a stupid assumption, great. But it's all I've got now.
It's a reasonable assumption.
Are they?
Yeah.
They're water, right? They're not just like watery-looking physical creatures. They
No,
are
they're actually water.
Okay.
They're water eels. Fuck it.
Dorgil.
And the biggest,
Everyone seems to be leaving you behind, surrounded by these water weirds.
Bye, Felicia.
Is he sounding muffled to anybody
You're
else?
super quiet.
Yeah, it's very quiet.
all right, Jason, crank it up to 11, man. You
We
really
hear you, but like it sounds like you're like
In a tunnel.
you
20
lowered your volume to like a 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, Spirit
There we go.
Guardians.
There we go.
That. Okay.
I literally.
You're like going in and out now. Like you're fine, and then you're not fine, and then you're
Is the
fine. and
microphone plugged in and the cord's loose, or?
Yeah, is the cord loose? Okay, well,
I'm just-
Spirit Guardians is a 15-foot radius, I think. 10 foot, 15? 15? I think I heard 15.
Yeah, it's like the amp of the microphone's gone.
Okay.
you guard note spirit.
Two fails, and then there's one
Yay.
C-spawn. C-spawn takes half, so 7.
Da 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 da.
Are we gonna make the aura thingy visible for us?
Yeah, give me 1 second. Start plugging the numbers. Okay, which one is Pig going after? I assume the one he's right next to.
One above.
Okay. That is a miss. Pig charges towards it and lashes his tusks at the water weird, but it just kind of slithers its watery body out of the way. Everybody else's turn. So Balar, that spell, the Daism thing, is there a every turn fixer, or how's that work?
They have to take damage, or I was reading it.
Yeah.
There's nothing every turn.
They are in my hold until they take damage or someone else uses an action to shake them out, or I lose concentration.
Alright. When does the spell end?
A
Yeah,
minute.
so- concentration.
minute.
Oh, a minute. Okay, so pretty much combat.
Yeah.
But it requires concentration.
And we lost Versi.
Yeah. If they fail the initial save, there's no getting out of it
Yeah.
unless someone shakes them out.
Hey, Versi, we don't hear anything if you're saying anything.
Yeah.
We got spinning McThing of Doom here.
While he's going, it's a safe bet to guess that these water weirds probably don't really give a shit if they hit them with fire, right?
I don't know, man, but things are crawling onto land, and it's making me very uncomfortable.
Did you shoot one with a crossbow?
Yeah.
John
He
said
moved
he
him,
would
so I
tell
don't
us
know.
if something had like resistance or weakness to something. So did your crossbow do full damage?
He didn't say anything, so I'm assuming so.
Didn't this cross? Oh yeah, the crossbow hit it. No problem.
Oh,
Yeah, but
okay.
did it have any resistances or shit? Okay.
You would only know that if you tried to hit it with like a normal crossbow. You shot it with a +3 magic crossbow, so it did just fine.
Oh, I didn't know that your crossbow was magic. Okay.
Yeah, it's a +3 hand crossbow.
So we could probably guess that a normal little crossbow probably would have just done nothing, but we don't know that.
Now
It
just
might have been fine. It's just that
Yeah.
you can't ever tell when a magic crossbow's sole purpose is to pierce through armor and
Yeah.
And
But
just-
this
resistance.
spawns physical creatures.
You also lack video today right now, John.
Huh?
You also lack video currently.
I can see him.
he's back.
I can see him. Sure.
I cannot.
Yeah, he's there. I think
I
it's
just-
you.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
Okay.
he's okay.
Riley, it's gonna take 2 punches at you.
Okay.
14 to
No
15,
dice.
goodness. And then, out of nowhere, it's gonna try to slap you with a tentacle.
Oh no.
What?
Oh no.
No dice.
Oh, that's bad.
Yes. Okay. Phoebus. It's gonna try to punch a mirror image of yours.
Yeah, I think I
I have to roll to see if I hit, and then
Yeah.
if I hit, I have to roll another dice to see if I hit the right one.
Yep.
I think is what I remember with that.
roll a d20 to determine whether the attack instead targets one of your duplicates. Yeah.
So a 16 to hit.
It does hit, and it'll destroy one of my duplicates unless it hits me. So now you just roll a flat d20.
Plain old d20. Okay.
Oh.
And what's you versus a duplicate?
Anything above a 6 or higher, and it hits a duplicate. 5 or below, and it hits me.
It's a
So it
duplicate.
hits a duplicate, and I believe it destroys one.
Okay.
Yeah, because
Well-
it's 10 plus my dex modifier, so 16. Yeah. Okay, so one is destroyed.
Let's do that again.
That hits.
Another duplicate.
This one's an 8, I think.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
the
that's my duplicate.
Yeah. Next one will be an 11.
Yeah.
And this one, it opens its mouth and it has these really sharp, almost like piranha jaws, and it's gonna try to bite another one of you.
Fuck
What the
that.
Fuck is this?
Wait, can it actually hit me since it's not actually next to me?
Well, I mean, it can move to any of these spaces that it wanted.
Oh, okay. So it doesn't matter.
I just left it where it was and basically hit ones
Okay.
away from it, so it
So they
stayed
can-
further away from you.
Kind of get on land. It seems like they have to have like one toe in the water to survive right now.
Oh no, the one that's right next to Riley is on land.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, but it's
fine.
like it's 1 square away from water.
Yeah.
These
The water weirds
These-
are the ones that you're not sure if they can leave the water. These things have no problem.
they have
What the
legs.
fuck are
They have
Sea
legs.
spawn. Okay.
Yeah.
It
Assholes.
seems just. It seems like zombies that became part, whatever that is.
Okay.
Can you describe these?
Secret
Are
tree.
these like the sailors that they have been manipulating, or do they appear to be like some other sort of creature? Like, what do these look like?
Think merfolk, but more human. So what they look like, as you kind of pay attention, they have these large fishy fins on the side of their head, giant purple fishy like lips, and all their skin, what would probably have once been a tan, is now a seaweed green. And growing on their body are like barnacles, and you see like little like sea life crawling in and out of their
Is
flesh in the barnacle areas and
So is
stuff
it like
that.
the crew of the Davy Jones and the Pirates of the Caribbean
Yeah, very much like that.
people? Okay.
But they don't have any appearance that they're like pirates. You know, they're not still wearing like their pirate tricorns and their jackets and everything. They're stark naked basically. But they have these things, and all of them seem to have like weird fish amalgamation type things, sea amalgamations. Like one had a tentacle and one had a piranha mouth and things like that. Balar, the two above you are going to take some punches at you.
Okay. Sounds like something an aboleth would do.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
24, 20,
Uh-oh.
23, 18.
They all hits.
Maybe we should...
23-19.
Damn.
Bye, Felicia.
12, 17, 23. Shit.
23 damage.
That's a rough turn.
How you doing? You still up?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
One of them's going to try to jab you with a poison quill.
Assholes.
All right.
Miss. But that's okay, because the other one's going to try to jab you with some poison quills.
yeah.
God.
20.
Well, pretty high
So I
on those
need a
damage.
DC 12 Constitution saving throw. Okay, you're good. So they kind of just start clawing and scratching at you, and they do get these good rakes across your body, and then one of them, it kind of backhands you. When it backhands you, you see that there's these quills, like a fighting dragonfish kind of thing on the back of its arm. And when it rakes it into you, it basically, a number of these stickers latch into your skin, and you feel this pulse of poison pump into your body, and you're able to shake it off.
Yeah.
I think that was all of them.
Yeah. Well, those two back there, down here, did you guys move them?
Yeah, they moved.
Okay,
They had to move the long way around.
that's fine.
And Beavis.
I would like kill the two that hurt Balar.
Okay.
How am I gonna do that? I'm gonna hope that they're not resistant to fire, and I want to 4th level fireball them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I can just hit these two.
Yep, no problem.
Okay.
That seems a bit excessive.
It is.
'Cause I roll a shitload of nat ones.
3, 4 nat ones.
Yeah, you did. Holy
Oh, wow.
fuck.
So 21.
Okay, and then they get Dex saving throws. They're not the best at this.
Extremely disappointing.
Okay.
That is very
Okay, at least they failed.
That's
I think that's
21.
the second time I've done that with a fireball recently.
It was definitely not the case when you hit me with it.
Well, I
Oh, wow.
cast like 6th
Yeah,
level.
that's good.
Yeah, you rolled
Exactly.
ham on every dice.
Although, you know what? I think I rolled
Your
like
lady luck for Beavis.
on the
Guess
orc
so.
wizard guy.
Fuck, that was rough.
Wait, what? You heard what? What was this, Steven?
Oh, I killed one of them.
Yep.
Cool.
So apparently, is that the one that I hit with the crossbow, or is that the one that's to the left of Valley?
That one got hit by a crossbow and Thorgil's
Spirit Guardians.
Oh, yeah.
Spirit Guardians. So fuck you.
Okay.
And do I want to move? I guess it's not really any good place to go.
Farther inland so that the water weirds aren't hitting you.
Yeah. I'll just come up and hide up here with these people. I can do that without entering any opportunity, right? Because
Yeah, you're fine.
They reach.
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay. Sorry, Balar. Try not to die.
Bye, Felicia.
That's fine.
I'll get you.
Yeah.
So Beavis, you turn around and you just go fire, and you like launch this giant fireball, and now there's like, you ever roasted seaweed? It's not a very good smell, and just there's this large waft of burning, briny meat in the air. It's not good.
Yeah. I think
Balar.
it just startled me, and I almost like reflexively tossed it.
Yeah.
Okay.
No! Well, that should be fine.
I want to move around him
Uh huh.
and then cast Misty Escape. or Misty Step.
Okie doke.
Oh,
And where you going boop to?
oh man.
Up on this ridge.
Is that a bonus action or an action?
Bonus action.
Sweet.
And now he's playing
Then-
Cantrip Warrior online here.
Yep.
Okay.
So now I'll cast Eldritch Blast.
Okay. At which one?
The one that hit me.
Okay. Hits. Dead.
Ha! Well, good thing too.
Next target misses.
Okay. Okay, that's my turn.
Alrighty. Falcon.
Right.
Everyone seems to be
So-
retreating.
Yeah. No, it's a tactical retreat. It's fine. I'm gonna retreat as well. I assume I'm gonna get attacked by the thing. Yeah.
Miss.
Cool. Ah, loser. Alright. And I think I yell at people to do something like, do something about the water one spellcaster. And also, I engage with this guy, right? I try to keep him distracted, and then yell at Valium. Because, like, okay, so does she have her crossbow ready up to fire again? How does that work exactly?
Yeah, on
I
her
can
next turn, she can fire her crossbow again.
Right, her next turn. So I can't use Commander Strike
You can do
on
that.
her.
Yeah. Oh, you're saying like, can she fire her crossbow right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, she
Right now.
can, but then on her turn, she wouldn't be able to use the crossbow.
Right.
So
Okay,
how
with
does
that
Thunder
thing?
Strike work? Does he take
Yeah,
a
that's
full? Does he get a
He
full?
gives another player an attack. One
Yeah.
attack.
Doesn't Valiant's attack include reloading it, or how does that work?
It requires an action. This is not an action.
Firing
This
a
is
crossbow-
basically-
Your reaction.
It's like it's using a reaction to do
Okay.
it.
Yeah, firing a crossbow is attack reload. That's the full action of using a crossbow.
Yeah, makes sense. So, are you okay with attacking the thing, or can I ask someone else to attack it?
That's fine.
You could have me.
Oh,
you
yeah.
could have me attack it.
Yeah, that's the only reason I'm asking Nate is that because of sneak attack, you can do more damage.
Isn't your sword like super magical? You could hurt those.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Do as you will. Do as you will.
Oh no, I'm not
You
saying
do
that's
you,
what
boo.
you could do. I was wondering why you were okay.
I mostly want to be close to you guys, for my protection and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess I just yell at Valium something like right between the eyes, and I kind of try to keep the
You're trying to hold him still for a good shot.
yeah, and exposed, like try to get out of the way a little bit too, because she's here, right?
Yeah, she's shooting. All right, roll to hit. That's a hit. Give me some
Oh.
damage.
Do I get sneak
Well.
attack off this too?
Yes, you do.
And an extra D8 from my superiority die.
Okay.
So another 1d8.
Jeez.
That's more
26
than my
damage.
fireball.
It's looking really bad. You actually like got it right in like the neck, and now it's like pumping out this like weird blue blood out of the
That makes-
wound.
That makes me feel uncomfortable on a few levels.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Alrighty, Riley. Everyone's in full retreat except for Thorgil. What do you do?
Well, I fire my gun. I'm gonna use
Yeah.
my tides, the advantage there, because I'm gonna have
Okay.
disadvantage otherwise.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna fire my my gun.
Mm-hmm.
Does a 23 hit?
Shooting at what?
The guy right next to me.
Oh yeah, that hits.
Damage.
Dead.
Cool.
I kind of wanted him to live, to be honest.
Yeah, you just hold out your gun like right near it, like right at his face, and you just point blank it right in the forehead.
Great teamwork, you two.
And I guess on that note, I'm gonna move back farther in a little bit. Right there.
Okie doke.
Stay close to me. I can give you my shield. I don't know. You guys keep running away from me.
Mostly so that I wanted to be farther inland away from the weirds.
That's fair.
You're not that.
I mean, it's a giant water snake. I'm not fucking with that.
I can use my reaction for something else.
I mean, what's it
The
gonna
weird
do?
stuff?
Hit me?
It's-
Can't you stab me?
Why are we assuming they can't leave the water?
Because they're made of water. It's like
It's
a
not the first
hurricane.
time we've encountered them. The last time they didn't leave the water to come at me.
That's true.
So we are pretty sure we're not 100%.
Right. They're assuming that these are the same as the last ones.
I'm just gonna. It's a logical assumption. It's like a hurricane.
it's a fair assumption.
We've encountered these. I've encountered these before, so I'm gonna treat them like what kept me alive last time.
Fucking John's just gonna be like, fuck your logic. It grew legs. Deal
And
with
if
it.
that happens, that happens. But until that happens,
Doubled in size and it breathed lasers.
no, it's the same size. They're the same size.
The lasers.
But I
Okay,
think it's-
and that's everything, Riley?
Yeah, that's everything I can do.
Okay, Water Weird's turn.
I hope they keep failing these constrictions. I don't want to know what happens when they succeed.
20.
Maybe.
These two gotta make
yeah,
saving throws.
Have them.
Yep. Those are fails. 10. These two, right near you, Thorgil, they slurp back into the water and disappear.
I don't like that.
We scared them! Yay!
We win!
Okay. Okay.
Wait, this guy's not gonna attack?
I don't think he can he? If he
Wait
can,
for it.
Are
Wait for it.
they gonna Voltron
Alright,
into?
He's
Almost
counting.
rude.
He's counting. There's
He
movement
got
happening.
almost to my face. And he's not gonna attack?
No, he's getting ready to fuck us. Oh no. This map is not shaped like I thought it was.
What'd
Oh
you,
no.
what'd you think? You didn't think there was water to our right?
Nope. Yep.
Ah, okay, they're just moving.
So this one over here,
Oh fuck you! It
What?
can't walk on land. This is some bullshit. Fucking dude, just like it grows legs.
I mean,
Deal with it.
ice is water.
Yes!
That's not water. That's
It's a nice
totally
water.
land. He is straight up hardcore on land right now.
and
100%.
it is
Ice
going to try to
is not
constrict
water.
Valium.
This is so stupid.
21 to hit.
So do they have reach because they're big, or?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
have reach. They have tentacles that basically lash out. And
Yes, that hits.
okay,
Stupid ass.
10 bludgeoning damage.
But wait, there's more.
Yeah.
And you are pulled closer to it,
Oh.
No.
and you're grappled.
No.
So
No.
is it pulling him like into itself? Is it trying to? What's it doing?
It's gonna try to drag me underwater. I almost.
Well,
guarantee.
it's
Yeah.
dragging him back towards the water.
Thick.
How do I get ungrappled, right? Meow.
You're
On your turn,
Please, God, don't let
You-
it be strength.
on your turn, you can make a escape DC 13, which is basically a strength or acrobatics check against its strength. Athletics.
Athletics or acrobatics?
It has to use athletics. You can use acrobatics or athletics.
Okay.
Basically, your capability of wiggling or just brute forcing.
Oh, I'm taking the wiggle option.
Right. And last but not least, Valken, Red Rover, let's see if I can actually hit you once. Nope.
Nope.
If it would have been the second dice, it would have hit you.
Yeah, 24 hits everybody at this point in the game.
Yeah.
Wait till I get Thorgil a shield spell.
And then it is going to disappear.
God damn it! Mostly in character I'm saying this.
Help!
So basically, you see it like it like leans out on land, tries to wrap you with a tentacle, and when it misses, it slurps back and then sinks down into the water. Valium.
I would like to attempt to wiggle free, sir.
That's true, because water walk brings people to the top.
Oh, yeah.
You wiggle free.
Wiggle free, fuck you.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
Okay, so that's your action. You still have a bonus action and a movement available.
Disengage, fuck you.
Okie doke.
Fuck your couch, dude.
Well, that's saddening.
Yeah, I know how this game goes.
Okay.
Thorgil's turn?
And I assume that you're going to take your bonus oh, wait, your bonus action was to disengage. Never mind.
Yeah.
Thorgil.
Okay, it's not they can't just.
First things first. Pig is gonna move 10 feet to the west, hit this guy with Spirit Guardians.
Okie doke. Takes it.
Nice.
And then I'm gonna goes in and does a charge.
Alrighty. So you basically wheel Pig around in like kind of a 360, getting you close to the one guy and the Spirit Guardians, and then you let just Pig go Pig wild on the weird.
Hog wild?
Hog wild, thank you. That is a hit.
Doesn't it also take Spirit Guardians?
Hold on. 7. Pig's tusks don't do nearly the damage that they would normally do. It has resistances to Pig's tusks. And let me do a wisdom check.
Can we put like some magic caps on Pig's tusk to make them magic weapons?
23.
Should be able to.
I could eventually, if I spec more into Paladin, turn his weapon to a sacred magic weapon just as a spell.
Could you just make Pig like a holy
I-
weapon? Like.
Not a holy weapon, just a magic weapon.
Alright, anything else there, Thorgil?
Oh,
Yeah,
he
Battle
swings.
axe
Okie doke.
for embarrassing low
Turn.
damage, as always.
4.
Spirit weapon.
That's okay,
It's fine.
because 4's all you needed to kill it.
What?
Yay.
Okay.
So the Spirit Guardians really gave it hell.
Yeah, well, the last one, fucking like 23 retarded amounts of damage.
That's is crazy.
They're Spirit Guardians. Okay, so yeah, Thorgil, Pig just charges like doesn't even like really stop. He just kind of charges right into it, and I think like just everything happens almost in like one moment as like Pig crashes into it. You swing the axe, you know, the lightning static shocks the shit out of it, and you just kind of just explodes in like a briny mist.
Clerics are insane. That's a
Awesome.
lot going on.
It's why I'm playing one in Andrew's campaign.
That Honestly, I was actually thinking about making a hybrid sorcerer trickster cleric because you could just have the trickster can use channel divinity to make image clones based on your.
And then you can cast your magic through the trickster.
So you just hide somewhere that you can see everything, and then the clone just does everything, and they can't hit it.
Yeah.
What? First weapon doesn't require concentration.
Alrighty.
Oh, it's he's got his bonus action. Yeah, he can summon the spiritual weapon.
Yeah. I try to hit the one down here, but it doesn't actually hit, I guess.
Let me throw out a buffer for you.
Thorgil's OP, man. Just OP.
Only when I'm big.
Well, that's 2 characters worth of actions.
Never mind, that one's still frozen. Actually, we're gonna make it. We're
Still,
gonna
big.
have it smack it so that it can move.
Wait, big is fine. Give him extra move, but that's not the OP part, really.
Well, I mean, Pig gets an attack, Thorgil gets an attack, Thorgil gets to be Thorgil.
Yeah, come at me.
That's all of them. Okay. This one. Miss.
We're close.
Miss.
How many more of these things are appearing?
That they've been trying to walk up this entire time.
They've just been trying to get to you all.
That's why we ran up, so they could get. It takes longer for them to get to us, and we avoid the weirds as much as possible.
Should my hit?
Yes, that definitely hits.
Yay. And another D8 because we're close. 15 damage. You know, I have a lot of spells. I'm not using them for anything. I'm also gonna use Divine Smite.
No.
On what?
It's
It's
dead.
dead.
Oh, did that kill it already?
Yeah, you killed it.
Okay. Aw. I almost want to use it. I'm probably gonna keep it to the end of the fight.
Yep, it is dead.
Alright. So I guess Vulcan is actually disappointed too, right? Like, it smashes and then starts to channel his divine might of his goddess, and then just see the thing, I don't know, just fall to pieces and go like, oh, not a word for opponent.
Alrighty. Beavis, the battlefield has dramatically changed.
Yeah, I'm still worried about those water weirds.
2 water weirds that are missing.
Ooh. Let me
I'm sure they're flat.
maybe move into Spiritual Guardian and then Firebolt this fell. Well, have neither of these have taken damage, right?
Nope.
Okay, I'm just gonna Firebolt the sea spawn closest to myself.
Okie doke. Hits.
Yeah.
You let loose of fire bolts and it slams into it. A little bit of singeing. You hear that squeal sound after you throw like a mollusk into like a fire and it, like squeals.
Some of his barnacles.
Yeah, you cook some barnacles.
Cool.
Alrighty, Balar.
Okay. Alright, well, I'll cast some Eldritch Blasts.
Okie doke.
Starting with the one closest to me.
Sure.
Yep, that's the one.
Hit. Alrighty.
And second.
Hit. That's 11. Still up. Barely, though.
And, actually, yeah, I'll, cast a healing light, or not cast it, I'll use my healing light on myself.
Alrighty. Yeah, when your Eldritch Blast hits these, the body moves back, but the soul stays in place instead. You're the one that said that it does that. Where before the soul got ripped out of the body from the impact, now the body gets moved and the soul kind of stays. And you see that the soul that stays in place is a normal human. Like it's like it doesn't have all the barnacles or the weird fins on the ears or anything like that. Apparently, they were at one point normal humans or humanoids that have undergone transformation. And Falcon.
Oh, I want to try a thing so bad, but it's probably not worth it. Well, it's just it's not gonna be a poison or disease, so that's fine. I don't want to go to water, that's for sure. Damn. I can't protect me either. I gotta also go close to our friend Pig, pet him, the boy. That's honestly it that I can do this turn.
Yes. For a brief second, one of the tentacles lashes out to try to hit you and misses.
Wait, from where?
From basically right below you.
Below me? That's cool. Right. So, with that information, can I just look down and see if I can see a tentacle?
You see it for a brief second, and then once the tentacle like pulls back into the water is clean, and the tentacle basically instantly disappears.
Water. Aren't we on land?
You are, but the tentacle could reach you.
Right. Okay. I thought it came from like underground, like. I'm confused. That's fine then. I'm just gonna stay here.
Oh,
right.
Nope.
Okay.
Riley.
Question about the water weird up top. Was it like still attached to the water, or was it just its own isolated being when it was moving onto land?
It seemed like it didn't have any problem, and it didn't seem to be dramatically connected to the water in any way.
Okay. I'll just do what I do then. And I'm gonna fire a shot at the guy closest to me. Where's my...
All the boys literally evaporate. All the boys
16
become
hits?
mist.
Yes.
Takes 12.
Did.
He only had like 3 hit points, didn't he?
Close.
Dose. And I'm gonna move 1 square to the right. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, it's my turn.
Wait. See guys, the water weirds are not even in the turn order anymore. I'm sure they're flat. I don't think Vulcan actually saw the tentacle that tried to hit him this time.
Are you in character talking about the turn order?
No.
Can I
I kind of want to be though. I kind of like the idea of being in a world where like this is just how fights work, right? Like what, we just
Just stand there and check
Order.
her.
Holy halibut!
what?
You guys watch as bursting from the water over here, this watery snake just slithers across the snow all the way up to where you guys are.
I fucking
And
hate this game.
one is coming at Valium and one is gonna go at Balar. I'll do Valium first because
Okay.
Nate was mad.
fucking hate this game, dude?
It misses.
There
Ow.
are 3 other people.
All hiding in a very damaging spell.
Yeah, also, if these things are being directly controlled by the witches, they would be strategic, you know?
And then Balar.
Since when does
18.
water get to go on land this far?
That's what you're calling BS on? That's
Yes.
what you're calling BS on?
Yes!
Ignore the fact that they're literally made of magic.
They're water.
a physic ignoring mechanic. Ignore the fact that Beavis can literally shoot a 40-foot radius fireball out of his hands.
Yeah, I get that. He's a wizard. This shit's just made of water.
Maybe they're water wizards.
No, they just can't be.
Ralph can see the turn order. He knows what they're called.
They're not water wizards.
They're water weirds.
Yeah,
They're even
that's
weirder
not a
than
wizard.
a wizard.
I expect a wizard to pull bullshit. They're allowed to. If you're weird,
So are
you
these
just-
things.
If you're weird, you just lick the spoon wrong.
15 damage, Belar,
Guardian down.
and you are grappled.
Okay.
And it pulls you 5 feet to it. And that's all they can do.
Okay. I'm gonna use my bonus action to disengage.
Okay.
Jump down the cliff.
Yep. No, I can't make it there. Make it so 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay, I would like to move there, and I'm gonna. Bye, Valar. By the way, sorry. I'm out. I'm out. I'm sitting in the yellow square, dude. And I'm gonna shoot this dude in the face with my crossbow if I can do that. Can I do that?
You can shoot
Okay.
either of them with a crossbow, but I didn't see which one this dude was.
This dude.
Actually shooting at the zombie guy.
Oh, the zombie guy. Okay, no wonder
Can
I
I
wasn't
make
seeing
that
it.
shot?
Oh yeah, no problem.
Okay. Fuck.
That is still enough to hit.
All right.
8.
That's not a very
That's about it.
well. That's not a very selective color there.
Okay.
This
So
was
that, yeah, you leap off the cliff, spinning as you do, slide down, you dive almost like football towards the goal line into the static field. You're like, safe! Can't attack me anymore, motherfuckers! And then
I'm in
as
the
you
safe
do so,
zone.
You point, you're like, oh! And then you fire off a crossbow shot at the guy and hit him. Alrighty, Thorgil. Everybody's in your radius, but I'm pretty sure that's gonna end. As you charge in some direction.
Oh no. I just got to safety.
That's the problem of going before
in this game
Thorgil.
of tag, the base moves.
I think that hits.
Yes, that definitely hits. Alrighty.
Did you just?
Just move.
I'm putting him back. I was just making sure I didn't delete him when...
Dun 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 dun. Alright, what else is Thorgil doing?
Charge!
Oh.
Hey look, Valium is still in the radius. So one of them is fine, the other one takes full damage.
Too far away.
Lay some smackdown on that Spirit Guardians there, Thorgil. If you're talking, nothing's coming through, by the way.
Does he need anything else other than Spirit Guardians at this point?
Well, Pig's charging, so he needs to roll to hit with Pig. 12. Okay. That's 6 for this guy, 12 for this guy. And then I'm pretty sure he'll swing his axe too.
Probably haven't configured your settings then, if that's the case.
Battle axe hits, and don't forget to do the damage for Pig's charge too, for the roll to hit.
I think he did. It's up top.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
Oh,
Whoops,
yeah.
my bad.
When
I
Here-
did you?
That is 2 max rolls, 1 almost max, and 1 2.
Yeah, that's dope. Yeah, both the water weirds are looking pretty bad at this point. They're having a little bit of difficulty. Like, parts of them are kind of slopping into the snow, and they're like slowly pulling back into it, and then like some of them just don't make it before they become liquid. Beebus!
Babies.
I feel that there's a fireball in your future.
No, I want to, because I just remembered we only have 2 days,
True.
so I don't want to burn all my. Because
Don't
right now,
load too much.
yeah, in a short rest, I can recover wizard spell levels, right, or something like that.
You get a certain number of levels equal to like your wizard spell level or something.
Divided by
like that.
2.
Yeah.
Divided by 2, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So then, I think. Can you move that spiritual weapon if I just firebolt the last sea spawn?
Yeah, it can move 30 feet and strike in a bonus action.
How jacked up is that sea spawn looking?
It's pretty healthy. I mean, not
Welcome.
super healthy, but it's not bloodied.
I'll firebolt him.
Hits.
Yay.
Oof. Still up, barely. It's super crispified.
Yeah.
It's,
Lots of
it looks like some of those small fish, like perch, cooked over a campfire at this point.
Is it starting to smell good yet?
No, this entire place does not smell good. Like, the problem is that these guys, like, even though they're fish people, there's also, like, part human, so there's this weird, like bacon-wrapped fish smell, which just really does not work.
Ew.
Valar, you are grappled.
I am. So I can't. Let's see. I can't really do anything but shake it or try to shake it, right?
Try.
Just
Yep.
makes you wanna.
Ciao.
Is that? I forget. Is that just a straight athletics or?
Athletics or acrobatics, your choice. And you have to beat a 19.
Okay. Nope.
Okay, you're still
I'm
restrained.
still in it.
Yep.
Is it an action to try escape or is it a?
Action.
Okay.
So you
Okay.
still have a bonus action if you can do anything. But... So if you wanted to, like,
Can I-
Misty Step, you could bamf out of it.
Yeah, but I've used my 2 regular slots, and I have to spend an action with my rod to get the 3rd slot.
Right, but you also recovers... Oh, you already used your 2. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I am.
It's like, as I said, he's playing Cantrip Warrior Online.
Yeah.
Unless I could point blank Eldritch Blast him in the face. I kind of don't think I can in the grapple.
Hey, you can attack if you're grappled, right? Like.
Yeah. I know
Well,
you
he
could-
spent his action, though, to...
Yeah,
and
I'll try to escape.
Okay.
So.
But he could
Okay.
attack if he hadn't done that, right?
technically, but it's at disadvantage, like, to the max if he does that.
I could bonus action to use my healing light, maybe?
Yeah, you could do that.
Okay, I'll use the maximum.
Oh, okay.
Right, because you
So,
can
4
use
dice.
that number of times equal to your charisma modifier, right?
No, I got a maximum of 8 dice.
Oh, right.
I can use at one time up to 4, which is my charisma mod.
Gotcha.
Okay, so that's how much I heal.
Alrighty. It's a lot.
That's my turn.
Falcon.
Alright. I think the best way to help right now, to help Bala, is just kill the water thing. Hopefully.
You're gonna heal the water
Very
thing.
close to dying.
Yeah. The whole time
can
I'm
I-
gonna be like, help, help! I can't get
Can-
away.
Can I get here? Can I break through?
Yeah, you can go
Pig?
through Pig. Yeah, you can go through Pig. Pig will let you.
Alright. So I'm just gonna slash the thing in the face with my sword. My glowing big sword.
That is always a good plan.
Swish, swish.
Yeah.
Swoosh, swishity swash.
I have to be careful which attack I move. Is that enough?
Yes.
Cool. I'm gonna use trip attack and spell slot to use divine smite. So I'm just gonna roll 3d8 together. Okay?
Sure.
Oh, that was not a good roll. And it has to make a strength check. Or
It is immune to being knocked prone.
yeah, I imagine so. But I just wanted the damage.
But you can still do the damage, yeah.
Yeah. So like I put my weight into it, even if it doesn't give, it still
Yeah.
takes my weight into damage.
Alrighty.
Let me just make sure I put it. And then I'm gonna use my action charge to attack it again. 'Cause I really wanted that. That's
Hits.
enough. Okay.
Holy death aura makes up for it.
Still up.
I'm not gonna use another spell slot right now, so done.
Alrighty. Riley,
Sorry, I tried.
your allies have surrounded the one water weird. Some against their will, the other one, it's on the outskirts.
If I move to here, do I still have line of sight on the top water weird?
Yep.
Okay. What was that again? That square right there. Huh. Okay. And because why not? I'm gonna throw a shock bolt in this general direction.
Sure.
Does that hit?
Hits. Still up.
Well then fine. Action surge. We'll do it again.
Okay.
Oh.
Miss.
Oh.
Thorgil, give me a Spirit Guardians roll, please.
I would bet if you did the math, Spirit Guardians has put out more damage than anything else we've done.
Yeah.
Like probably if you combine,
Probably.
Yeah, it's done a lot.
it's like the Wayne Gretzky of spell.
Both of them die.
Just fucking case.
Yes! It worked! Both of them?
Yeah.
Put so much damage into that one. Maybe it didn't even need damage.
Well, one of them, the one that failed, would have survived if it had rolled a success,
Oh.
but it didn't, so it died. It had
How
13 and
realistically, how difficult is it to have a higher level party without a cleric?
not.
You know,
I mean, well, let me rephrase that. Very, but you need a barbarian instead.
oh, okay, okay.
Totem?
Yeah, well, you just need a barbarian that can rage, because then they can have most of the damage that's dealt to them, and they can kind of just ignore the idea that they're taking damage, because they get D12s on their HP, and then all the damage that they take is pretty much half, and then they can, they can take like Great Weapon Master and stuff. Like
Or
you
just-
watch Critical Role, and
Or just 2 levels of druid and then you just have a glorious amounts of hit points.
yeah, exactly. So yeah,
Alright. Oh, the battle's not over. The sea spawn might be a hero.
it's dead. It gives up.
It just gives you just didn't want to deal with it.
Kill it closer.
Valium, roll to kill the last thing.
How many hit points does it have?
Good. What am I hitting it with? Anything? Crossbow? Okay.
Shoot it with the crossbow.
Your wit.
Nat 1, you shoot yourself in the foot. Never mind.
He can nat 1 the damage and kill it. There, problem solved. Knew that was gonna happen.
Hey.
You rolled
Good.
max damage on it too.
All right, Valium. Narrate the final kill.
It's looking directly at me. It's like in line, and I shoot the crossbow bolt right through the forehead and just watch it split and splash.
So we almost get a. So like just the head goes. Brant.
Yeah, like splits up and then just splashes.
Okay, yeah, dope. And it just right into the water.
Hi,
Now the
Mom.
water is inky blue. Alrighty. So I think we'll end a little bit earlier than we do normally,
Is it?
just
Okay.
because the next step is you guys with a long role play session. I don't want to like start that and have to chop it into parts. So
Nonsense.
we'll end
Let's
it.
just keep going all night. It'll be fine.
Yeah, right.
It's not like Steven's tired or anything.
No.
So we will end it. So I'm gonna do a couple things different. You guys are gonna notice that I'm actually gonna change up how we're gonna just talk about some things real quick. So I'm gonna change up how I'm doing my DMing slightly. I've gotten a little bit sloppy in my opinion, so I'm gonna tweak some things. Also, we're gonna do some kind of faster shop things where like I'm never gonna hold the XP anymore until you take a long rest. We're just going to say that like as soon as like the fight's over, like this fight for example, I'm just going to tell you how much XP everyone gets right up front. It's 1,100, done. If you level, then you will level on your long rest, and we'll just know that the next time you guys take a nap, you get the level. That way I don't have to keep track of it. I don't accidentally lose XP for you guys. You just get it. So that kind of thing.
Yay.
There you go. So Steven, you should plan what your next level is.
But until a long rest, I don't have it.
Right. Oh, yeah, I did that right. So basically that's how. And then basically the moment you take a long rest, then boom, level 7 or 8. So we're gonna see how that goes. It shouldn't be too much on your all's end. It's mainly me. You might have seen some of what I was doing tonight with a little bit faster narration, a little bit more kind of chopping scenes. I'm going to try to do that a little bit more because I think it gets us from point A to point B faster. I'm also going to make kind of assumptions on things that you guys do. So like last session, you guys didn't, it was talked about and it was leaning in the direction that you were going to go to the shore. And I'm like, okay, you guys are going to the shore. Like, we're not going to spend 10 minutes talking about this at the beginning of the session. And I just narrated you guys doing it. Things like that. I'm never going to take away your agency, but like if I get the feeling that something's going in that direction, it's going in that direction. Fights, basically, like in the case of like the water weirds, like the moment the water weirds were dead, this fight's over in my mind.
Yeah.
Like like I can see your health bars and stuff like that. Like no one is in any threat. So like the guy down below, I'm just going to assume, especially since there's a whole list of people that go before him, that guy's dead. You know, like I'm not even gonna boom. You know, Valium shoots it. You know, I'll look in the turn order. Who's the next person? Tell me how you kill it because it's gonna happen. You know, kind of thing. I'm basically going to take all the creatures that are still alive and I'm just going to give them all 1 HP and we're just going to go down the order and assume automatic hits and just kill them all off. Because it's just a waste of time to be shooting. Like, if there were like 3 of those guys left, they weren't going to succeed on anything. They had a 20 movement. It's why, like, they were so useless.
So we would have had like 2 turns of just pot shot. Okay, yeah, that would have been kind of ridiculous.
Right. So like in that circumstance, like at that point, we're just gonna go to like kind of the 4E rules where I'm just gonna turn them all into minions with 1 HP and you instant give them. And where I'm just gonna go straight down the list and be like, all right, you kill this one, what does it look like? You kill this one, what does it look like? You kill this one, what does it look like? Or if there's like a bunch of them and they actually can run, in the case like these things can't run, I'm just gonna say they run away. And it's gonna assume that you guys maybe kill a couple of them, but they run away. And then if you guys decide to chase after him, that's a new scene. It's not combat.
All right, guys. Hope you had fun, and we'll catch you next time.